And what's good, everyone? Welcome in here once again. Happy Saturday night to you guys, by the way, and happy May out here. As we are back live and behind your basketball tonight, covering play-by-play. Rare late game going down here. This one with high implications in this type of matchup. The Denver Nuggets currently sitting the number 4 team out in the Western Conference. 42-21 this season for their record, taking on the LA Clippers. Number 3 out in the West. 43-21, half a game above Denver. As this one going down here at the Staples Center tonight. Glad to have you guys back in the stream once again, everybody, for being a part here. Let's see who we got. Dakota, Goody, Lucas, Jason, Edwin, Bradley. Welcome, guys, back in here. Already with a dono by my man Jason. You are the legend, brother. Really appreciate it here, man. You guys are awesome for being a part here on the chat. What's good, Fahad? Welcome on the stream here. Looking the Clippers for the title run. Welcome on board right now as we're going to have this game, I think, probably like 15 minutes from now, usually. These national games are, so it tips off like 15 minutes past the hour usually. Very late game where I am right now, so I didn't get to cover Houston against Golden State. Wanted to take this one because of what was at stake for this type of game here. What I think here, about 22 for Tennessee. I only got to see like up to the. Yeah, I only got to see up to like the 16, and then I went to bed the other day. I didn't really watch like the remaining part of the draft or so, but I heard that Las Vegas took like a bunch of secondary players like early on in the draft instead of drafting offensive weapons. But yeah, draft rounded up today. Yeah, I know. Today is Gigi's birthday. That's right. I couldn't pinpoint who they got. Caleb Farley from Virginia Tech. They got there. I really like a lot of the draft picks in the first round. I think the ones I said that were in like question or so, that was like Cincinnati's pick. And then Detroit if they had swapped those two picks. What's good, Steph? Welcome in here. Just got done talking on TV as we welcome him back into the chat. Oh, wow, that's awesome, Jason. Best of luck there, man. That's incredible, bud. Yo, what's good, Braden? Welcome to the stream. Kyle Trask, the Bucks now. Gonna learn underneath TB12. Yeah, Andrew happy with what the Panthers did for yesterday, it looks like. Yeah, that's huge. I saw Virginia Tech early on the draft board. Couple picks in the first round. Right back to back is Caleb Farley, Christian Darrisaw, both going at 22-23 for Virginia Tech, looks like, on the draft board. So big game at stake between these two teams going down. Denver Nuggets, even without Jamal Murray, that they are rolling here for Denver. Last 9 games, they are 8-1 in the last 9 games without Jamal Murray in the lineup. Last game, they beat Toronto by 10, 121-111. And Michael Porter, he been breaking out in the bubble. Had a big game in the last one, 23 points for MPJ in the last one for Denver. Yo, what's good, Esteban? Welcome to the stream here. Yeah, that was unbelievable, man. I was at my cousin's wedding yesterday, and I saw the score at halftime was like 72-48, and then they completed a 32-point comeback and won. And Jason Tatum, I was looking at the box scores. Jason Tatum in the first half at halftime had 24. Unbelievable that he had 60. That's crazy, man. I wasn't able to do. I actually don't have it on my TV either way. I don't have that channel, but I was at my cousin's wedding yesterday. Yeah, that's a big time pickup there. Goody for Najee Harris to Pittsburgh. Yeah, Pittsburgh was last in rushing, and James Conner left Pittsburgh in the offseason, so definitely need a running back right there and big upgrade. What's good, RGR football fan? Welcome back on the chat here. Vegas, what's good here, man? I did not see what you said about the birthday next week. I'll see if I see that up here, Dakota. Oh, that's awesome. So, happy early birthday out to you, Dakota. Looks like it's next week. Yeah, Jason praying here that he hits the Powerball. Best of luck there. Man, that we're gonna tip off in about 6.5 minutes from now. Let's look at some of the games from today. The Pacers crushed the Thunder. This game is still going on. 149-86 with 3:20 left to go in the fourth. Domantas Sabonis with a triple-double, 26, 19, and 14. Yikes. Yeah, the Thunder in the month of April now into May, they've had some just horrific losses. Like the game that they got pounded against Golden State a few weeks ago. Sorry to hear that, RJR football fan. Yeah, I would have went with protection to protect Joe Burrow there for their first pick. I was shocked that they went Jamar Chase. Yeah, it's tight right there between the Western Conference because the top four are running away with it. Phoenix, Utah, Clippers, and Denver. And between Denver and the Lakers, 4 and 5, there's a 6-game separation. So Lakers at number 5, half a game above Dallas, and then they're 1 game above Portland right now, who's the number 7. So Portland, Memphis, San Antonio, Golden State. That's 7, 8, 9, and 10 right now. And then there's a 3-game separation between Golden State and the Pelicans. Hey, what's good, AW? Welcome to the stream here. Yeah, get some clam chowder up here for Jason. Always have some good clam chowder. A lot of places are opening soon. Usually a lot of these places open around like Memorial Day or so. Paul, welcome to the stream here, bud. Pretty good. I went to my cousin's wedding yesterday, so I didn't get back home till like really late. Caliguro, welcome to the stream here. A lot of good places over here, though, for clam chowder. We got. And now in the Eastern Conference, I got to cover Washington on Wednesday against the Lakers. Washington right now, the 10 seed. These are the last 4 in for the playing game. Miami, Charlotte, Indiana, Washington. The Celtics are a half a game above the Heat at 6 for Boston. And the Hawks are at number 5, tied for the Celtics, same record, 34 and 30. It seems like they have the identical same record like every single week or so. Atlanta has the head-to-head over Boston, 2-1 in the series for this season. So that's why the Hawks listed at 5, Celtics at 6. And then top 3 basically running away with it, Nets, Sixers, and Bucks. And the Knicks at number 4. Yeah, I heard LeBron came back yesterday. Oh yeah, clam chowder's awesome over here, man. A lot of awesome foods over here. Stuffed quahog, clam chowder. It's different types of chowder we have too. Like there's the white clam chowder, and then there's the actual like New England clam chowder. Hey, that's awesome there, Paul. Yeah, I got to cover a little bit of that draft on Thursday. What's good, Pat? Welcome to the stream here. I heard LeBron's back. Yeah, I heard he was back yesterday. So it looks like we're going to tip off in I think less than 4 minutes from now. We'll tip off between these two teams going down here. Huge game at stake because whoever wins this game gets the number 3 seed. And that includes Denver, since Denver's a half a game behind the Clippers. Kawhi will play tonight, so he's listed inside the starting 5 for the Clippers. Clippers 6-point favorites. Over-under set at 221.5 for tonight's matchup. And just massive game for what's at stake going down between these two teams. Phoenix is on the top here of the Western Conference. So if the season ended today, Phoenix would have the number 1 seed out in the West. They won the last 3 straight games, tied for Utah. Both of them are 45 and 18 on the season. And then 2.5 games behind Phoenix and Utah are the Clippers at 43 and 21. Denver is 3 games behind Phoenix and Utah, 42 and 21 for the Nuggets. Wow, it's kind of late for you to be playing baseball right there with you and your uncle outside. I think it's an hour difference, so it's like just after 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, I think it's going to take some time for LeBron to come back to his old self, just like it has for AD, just shaking off the rust. Just the more reps you get, the better off he'll be. Of course, coming back from injury, having weeks out, of course you're expected to have a slow start. But I think he'll be able to be fine. Like once like towards the end of the season and the playoffs come along, I think he'll be able to be fine. What's good, King Power? Mark, welcome to the stream here, guys. Yeah, that was unbelievable. I heard yesterday Jason Tatum dropping out 60. Nice out in Hawaii. That's good, man. Yeah, I'll see you later, RGR football fan. Glad to have you back in the stream here. Oh, I got you there. I was like, yeah, it's kind of late for being playing outside after 9 o'clock where you are. So it's on the video game. There you go, Dakota. So we're going to tip off this one in just a moment. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Nikola Jokic right now the favorite to win MVP for the season. 26.2 points per game, 57% shooting from the floor, over 10 rebounds per game as well as just around 8.5 assists per game this season. Oh, so sorry to hear that, Harry. Sending my thoughts and prayers out to your grandfather. Hopefully he'll be able to make a full recovery, man. Yeah, 12 more days till Goody's birthday as well, looks like. Steven, welcome to the stream here. Out from the Philippines, Clippers fan out here. I'm going Denver out in this one. Denver's been on a roll lately. They won their last 8 out of 9 without Jamal Murray. Kawhi's back, though, for the Clippers. I'm going to take the Nuggets tonight, 117-113. All right, so starting 5 looks like this for Denver. Campazzo, PJ Dozier, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic. Going up against the starting 5 for the Clippers, Reggie Jackson, Kawhi's back, Paul George, Marcus Morris, and Zubac. As the Clippers, black uniforms for tonight's game, white numbers, white letters. They go right to left in the court. And Denver will go in the white jerseys for tonight on the road for Denver with the dark blue numbers and red letters for this game as we're about to tip off in just a moment here at Staples Center. Zubac and Jokic going up for the tip as this game gets tipped off and the Clippers control the tip first. Clippers have possession first. Jackson dumps it off top of the free throw circle. Morris lobs it over the top off a cutter, and that's Kawhi, who puts it through for 2. Quick 2-zip lead here for the Clippers. First possession now for Denver. Bounce pass top of the key, Campazzo. Campazzo, rookie out of Argentina, moves it over to Jokic. Shot fake as he dribbles right down the lane. At the left elbow, defended by Zubac. Back out to the top. He passes over to Gordon. Gordon takes a deep 2 jumper. That's up. Missed the mark. No good. And defensive rebound picked up by the Clippers. Possession number 2 now for the Clippers as they have the ball. Dribbles to the free throw circle. Jackson dribbles back out. At the left wing, moves over to Kawhi. Kawhi passes out right elbow. Jumper in the air, and that one falls. That's good for 2. For the Clippers there, Marcus Morris connects on it. They're going to give him a 3, actually. I thought his foot was on the line. Scoreboard says it's a 3. It's 5-zip. 1 minute through. Denver. Bounce pass off a cutter. Campazzo kicks it out. Left corner 3 in the air. Denver misses it by Dozier. Defensive rebound picked up for the Clippers here. Paul George has it at the left elbow. Defended by Campazzo. Bounce pass underneath Zubac. Puts it up. He gets fouled. Jokic picks up the personal foul. Clock will stop with 10:46. So 2 free throws coming up by Zubac at the line. Yo, what's good, Jason? You the legend, man. Thanks so much for another dono. Let's get that dono hype out in the chat. What's good, Miami Heat? Welcome to the stream here. Let's see that line for this one. Clippers, 5.5-point favorites on the line. Over-under was at 222. First free throw at the line. Zubac missed it. Second one, drills it. 6-zip Clippers through the first minute 15. Campazzo dribbles up past half court. Looks to pass it, moves it over to Jokic. Jokic at the top of the key, swings it over to Porter Jr. Back over to Jokic at the left baseline. Shot fake Jokic. Backs his way on Zubac, swings it over to Dozier. At the right ring, Dozier passes now over to Porter Jr. Leaves it off for Jokic to the left corner. 3 in the air. Jokic drills it for the triple. So Denver on the board, 6-3. 10:15 left to go in the first. Clippers have possession. Jackson bounce pass over to Morris, top of the free throw circle, guarded by Porter. Morris takes the jumper, contested by Jokic, got it. Tough one right there. Went from the front iron to the backboard and sailed into the net right there for 2. 10 minutes left to go in the first, 2 minutes through. Michael Porter Jr. defended by Morris to the left wing. He swings it over to Dozier, jumper, turn around at the free throw circle, nails it. Right on target for 2 more. So PJ Dozier on the board now for Denver. Clippers have possession. Jackson at the left wing perimeter, defended by Campazzo 1-on-1. Jackson turns the corner, dribbles back to the free throw circle, and now over to the top of the key. Looks to pass it towards his left, he does. Moves over to Kawhi. Kawhi now at the left elbow, passes underneath over to Zubac with a thunderous two-handed dunk right there as he throws it down. Zubac cutting to the bucket for 2. Big-time jam. Jokic has it. Oh, his defender leaves him. Pass off a cutter. Dozier kicks it back outside to Gordon. Gordon swings over to Jokic. Wide open 3 in the air at the left wing. No good. Missed it. Rattled out. Clippers get the defensive rebound. 9:10 left to go. Pass up the court to Jackson. Jackson defended by Dozier at the left wing perimeter. 9 minutes left to go. Moves over to Paul George. Dribbles towards his right. Passes now over to Kawhi. Swings it out left corner. Back out to the left wing. Shot fake. Morris swings it back out. Kawhi. 3 in the air. Drills it. Triple by Kawhi, looking good for the Clippers, 13-5. Timeout taken on the court here with 8:51 left to go as Denver takes a timeout. Let's see here. Should Jason do a live stream? Open up that box. Dude, go for it, man. That'd be awesome. I definitely check that out if I was like around or so. That's awesome. Nolan Ryan, Ken Griffey Jr. rookie cards. That's incredible, man. So timeout taken on the court here, 13-5 to score. Great start for the Clippers. Passing looking precise, crisp, clean so far in this game. Both these teams really good when it comes to assists per game. Denver this season, number 2 in total assists per game. I think they have like over 27 assists per game this season for the Nuggets. Though the Clippers on fire straight up in this one. 4 assists to 5 made buckets so far, but the Clippers perfect 5 for 5 from the floor. That's the difference, just making all their shots, moving the basketball around the court so far. Clippers perfect 2 for 2 from the perimeter. Morris sunk a 3, and then Kawhi just hit a 3. King Power taking the Clippers tonight. Don going out for the Nuggets in this one. Hit me up in the chat if you guys are new, who you like in this one, Denver or the Clippers. What's good, Woody? Welcome to the stream here, bud. So, yeah, rare late night stream today. Final score alert. Pacers have destroyed the Thunder tonight, 152-95. So that game has gone final. DeMontis with a triple-double, 26, 19, and 14. Mavs lead at halftime over the Wizards, 70-65. Toronto up early against Utah, 12-11. And then the T-Wolves trying to pull it out against the Pelicans tonight, 119-110. Minnesota, 3.5 minutes left to go. Grizzlies lead the Magic. That game's close, 106-102 with 2:20 remaining in the fourth. Yeah, I really hope that Mac Jones pans out. I think he fits Bill Belichick's type of system perfectly. So Bill Belichick trying to draft the next Tom Brady and basically got the same qualities as Tom Brady. Pocket passer, high IQ. Just the only thing, because he won a national championship last year, his completion percentage was off the charts too. So I feel like definitely a terrific fit for the Patriots. The only thing is I've heard comparisons of him being compared to like by other analysts. That's the only thing that's making me nervous is a couple other analysts like comparing him to like an Andy Dalton or AJ McCarron or something like in between. So just hopefully that he pans out and way further than that and surpasses that big time. Yeah, Thunder got demolished tonight. Yeah, 152-95. Yikes. They've had some bad beats here throughout April, now into May. And then they also beat the Celtics like earlier this week, 119-115. So we are back to action now, 13-5 to score. It's Denver's basketball. Bounce pass, spin move inside the paint. Jokic kicks it back outside. And Campazzo leaves there for Jokic. As we're back to action, Jokic at the left elbow swings it outside to Dozier. Dozier has it. Jumper to top of the free throw circle. Nails it. PJ Dozier with his second bucket of the game. He's got 4 points. Top scorer for Denver so far. 8:20 left to go in the first. Clippers pass it over to Morris at the top of the free throw circle. Morris bounce pass. Over to George. George at the right elbow takes the jumper over Dozier. Nails it for 2. Perfect 6 for 6 shooting from the floor so far tonight by the Clippers. 5 assists out of 6 buckets. 8 minutes left to go in the first. Back outside. Denver takes a 3. Rattled out the top of the key. Clippers get the possession. Paul George pass half court. George dribbles, swings it out right corner. Shot fake Kawhi. Right baseline dribble Kawhi. Dumps it out to the left corner. 3 in the air. Jackson. Got it. Another triple falling down with the Clippers. They are red hot. Perfect 7 for 7 right out of the gate to start. 7:40 left to go in the first. Denver has possession. Jokic at the left elbow defended by Zubac. He dribbles to the free throw circle. Jokic leaves over for Dozier. Dozier at the right wing. Jokic sets the pick, dribbles around him. Dozier bounce pass back to the top to Jokic. Take the 3 over Zubac. No good. It was halfway there, rattled out. Defensive rebound picked up by the Clippers here. LA perfect 7 for 7, looking for 8 to 8. Jackson with a dribble, left baseline, puts it up over, and he misses his first one. No good. Jokic corrals the rebounds. Pass half court for Jokic as he dribbles. Swings it out left corner, wide open 3 by Dozier in the air. Couldn't hit it. They've had the looks, they just can't make down the open shots. Clippers get the defensive rebound. Paul George at the right wing. Swings it out to the top of the key over to Jackson. Jackson defended by Campazzo. Jackson bounce pass over to Paul George at the top. Takes the 3 over Dozier. No good. Off the right side of the rim. Michael Porter Jr. picks up the rebounds. What's good, Jose? Welcome on the stream here, man. Back outside, right corner shot fake. Dozier dribbles right baseline. Try to pass into Gordon in the traffic. Pinwheels around the defense. Deflected and stolen by the Clippers as they take it past half court. Gets fouled. Clock will stop with 6:37. Denver picks up their second personal foul of the game. And it will be Clippers basketball. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Cover basketball action here on the channel. Rare late night stream that I'm covering tonight here. So very late game. Usually don't cover much late night games. Thought it was a weekend and this was a good matchup. So that's why I covered this one. Kawhi has it. At the top of the free throw circle. Dribbles on Gordon inside. Kawhi puts it up. Missed it. At the right baseline. It's going to be Jokic who picks of the defensive rebound, gives over to Michael Porter Jr. MPJ, right baseline shot fake, bounce pass over to Jokic. Jokic defended by Zubac as he backs his way inside the post. Now at the right block. Jokic 1-on-1, backing his way, spin move, right past Zubac and scores for 2, up and in off the backboard. Nice move down low there by Jokic for 2. Nikola Jokic, 5 points, 2 rebounds. What's good, Brian? Welcome to the stream here, man. 5:45 left to go. Kawhi's pass got deflected. He got it back, defended by Gordon. Kawhi at the right wing perimeter. He dribbles to the right corner. Right baseline dribble Kawhi. Swings it out to the left wing. Deep 3 in the air. That is no good. Hit the rim short as Denver picks it up with an outlet pass. Paul George steals it. Underneath Denver's basket, and the ball gets tapped to the bounce. Last touch by Campazzo trying to dive for it as Paul George had intercepted it. And Campazzo from behind taps out of bounds. Nice attempt, though. They had it on the break. Campazzo and Michael Porter Jr., but Paul George just heads up defense to turn his back to the basketball and intercept it. Clippers have possession, 18-9. 5:20 left to go in the first. Clippers now with the ball with Paul George. Has it at the top of the key. Dribbles towards his right. Swings it out inside to Zubac. Bounce pass. Nice feed. Couldn't finish, though. Jackson missed the layup off the back iron. Denver picks up the defensive rebound. Nuggets have it with Michael Porter Jr. Shot fake to the top of the key. Takes the 3 straight away. Sticks it. Michael Porter Jr. with a triple. 6-point game. So MPJ on the board for the first time today. Clock stops with 5 minutes left to go. Timeout taken here by Ty Lue for the Clippers as LAC up by 6. That's a big-time 3 by Denver to stay in this game early on in this one. Still a lot of time left to go. 5 minutes remaining in quarter number 1. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA games on the channel. Gonna have a lot of great games throughout the playoffs. Tomorrow night I'll be back, or actually it's gonna be tomorrow. So tomorrow afternoon I'll be back. One game tomorrow. It's gonna be the Nets versus Bucks for tomorrow. So that'll be a great game. Brooklyn currently the top of the Eastern Conference for the Nets, sitting at 43-21. The Milwaukee Bucks 3.5 games behind Brooklyn at number 3 in the Eastern Conference, 39-24. So I'll be covering that game tomorrow. So that's the next stream I'll be doing. Hit me up in the chat who you like in this one. Denver to Clippers. You guys are welcome to do. Quick scoreboard update right now. Mavs lead the Wizards at halftime 70-65. Toronto up against Utah 25-22. The T-Wolves and Pelicans still going at it. 119-115. Minnesota by 4 over New Orleans with 2 minutes left remaining. We'll keep you guys posted there on that score. The Grizzlies and the Magic looks like they're going into overtime possibly. 109-109 the score there. With 21.5 seconds left to go. Memphis and Orlando tied up. And for Memphis, currently they're the number 8 team out in the Western Conference. And they're looking like they'll be set to play Portland unless they trail back to the 9, which San Antonio currently is 1 game behind Memphis. Lucas taking the Clippers here tonight. Yeah, Thunder got pounded by 57. That score, the final score that the Pacers won 152-95 over Oklahoma City. Hey, thanks so much, Jason. Really appreciate it, man. What's good? Evan, welcome to the stream here. He's back feeling good. That's awesome, man. Yeah, this year's been, I hear you, Jason. This year's just been brutal as far as, like, the injuries. It's just been rough this year. And, like, the teams at the bottom, too, like, tanking. Or so just going into big-time losing streaks just to pick up top drafts. Because this year's draft is stacked. Cade Cunningham, Evan Mobley, Jalen Suggs, Jalen Green, Jonathan Kuminga for like the top 5 projected players in the draft. So you have teams that basically at this point of the season, it's some of these teams are alive in the playoff hunt or so. The playing game makes things interesting, but for some of these teams, they are already like eliminated here. The Thunder, the T-Wolves, the Rockets, and then the Magic and the Pistons for the East. Last year, things were really interesting out in the bubble. Because they had 22 teams that were still alive with 8 games remaining. And there's not really any other teams in the hunt for a play-in in the Western Conference. The Pelicans having trouble tonight against Minnesota. What's good, Russell? Welcome to the stream here, man. 4:50 left to go in the first. 18-12 the scores. We're back into it. Clippers have the possession. Paul George turns the corner underneath, puts it up, and couldn't finish with a layup. Tipped off the glass. Jokic comes out with a defensive rebound. Denver has possession. Gordon dribbles the free throw circle, leads over left corner. Campazzo takes the 3, sinks it. Out on transition there. And this is a 3-point game. Campazzo, a rookie from Argentina, he stepped up big time in place of Jamal Murray here. Good facilitating type of guard. 3.5 left to, or it's 4:20 left to go in the first. Denver on a 8-zip run last 3.5 minutes. Clippers have possession. Paul George has it deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Austin Rivers out of bounds. Yeah, man. Just should be keeping it to sports only. For that, it's unfortunate how it's recently a lot of sports channels going an opposite take or so than what we originally came for. That's a bad pass off the inbound. Clippers have it intercepted. Just set a gift there to the left corner to Austin Rivers as he comes up with a steal. Jokic passes over to Michael Porter Jr. Dribble, step back jumper to free throw circle. Got it. 2 more on the board. 10-zip run by Denver with 4 minutes left to go in the first. Clippers have possession. They start out perfect. 7 for 7 from the floor. Now they're 0 for 7. Right corner 3. Paul George sticks it with a triple. That one goes down. 4-point game with 3:40 left to go in the first. Jokic has the top of the key. He gives over to the left wing, over to Michael Porter Jr., back out to the top. Now it's Campazzo. He has another one-on-one. Moves outside of Jokic. Jokic right down the lane, puts up the jumper over Zubac, and he gets fouled. Clock will stop with 3:28 left to go. Jokic will head to the free throw line, shooting foul. He'll shoot 2 here at the line. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball action here on the channel, NBA games. Once college hoops starts up in November, definitely going to be some more college basketball games. Grew a ton here during March Madness. It was awesome too. Nikola Jokic, first free throw, he gets it. So Nikola Jokic tonight so far, he's got himself 6 points. Looking for number 7 at the free throw line, nails his second free throw. 2-point game, 40 out in the chat. Glad to have you guys along for this stream right now. So we got 3:20 left to go in the first. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Thunder destroyed the Pacers today. Or Pacers destroyed the Thunder today by just so much. Sabonis had a triple-double. Thunder's had a lot of bad beats here, like within the last 30 days or so. Right corner 3 by the Clippers. They drill it. Paul George knocks down another 3-point shot. His second 3 of the game. 8 points by Paul George, 2 for 3 from 3. Denver has the basketball, down by 5. Bounce pass over to Jokic, defended by Zubac, top of the free throw circle. Hands off to Michael Porter Jr. He takes the 3, top of the key, missed it off back iron, and Batum comes out with a defensive rebound. Clippers have possession. Right baseline dribble, bounce pass off the Zubac for a trail, poked away. Here to go with numbers in the fast break, 3-on-2 for Denver. Back outside, Rivers passes to a cutter to the basket of Michael Porter Jr., and he lays it up and in for 2. It's been a good one so far. Denver found itself down early, trailing 13-5. They have battled their way back, and Michael Porter Jr. With 7 points. 3 for 4 from the floor, deep 3 at the top. Paul George takes it, he gets fouled, and he'll go shoot 3 at the line. Austin Rivers, poor personal foul as the clock stops with 2:20 remaining. This is going to be 3 shots here coming up at the free throw line, it looks like, by Paul George. What's good, Dawad? Welcome to the stream here, man. Things going pretty well. First free throw, George hits it. Both of the teams early on in this game really moving the basketball well so far. Already 8 assists in the first quarter by the Clippers. And then 5 assists so far by Denver. Second free throw, George missed it, rattled out. Yeah, man, just gonna find that consistency. Every single game there for Jason Tatum. That was unbelievable, man, last night. They were down by 32 points. They came back and won. He dropped down 60. That's just crazy. Like, if he could do that on a consistent basis, man. Because he is carrying the Celtics. Like, I looked up at the halftime totals there. Jason Tatum at 24 at the half. Everybody else at single digits. Jaylen Brown in the rough game yesterday. I think he went like 5 for 24 from the floor. And third free throw, good by George. He goes 2 for 3, that trip of the line. 10 points by Paul George. Top scorer so far for the Clippers. Michael Porter Jr. Gives over to Jokic. Bounce pass back to MPJ. Dribbles right down the lane with the right hand. Finishes. That one goes through, and he gets fouled as well. So Michael Porter Jr. will head to the free throw line and shoot the and one as the clock will stop with 2:10 left to go. And 1. Jokic bounce pass off the cutter, MPJ, and Batum picks up the personal foul. Yeah, Russell Binkin here on a triple-double tonight for Jokic. Wouldn't shock me. It's been a good game so far. Free throw, good. Cuts it to a 2-point game. Michael Porter Jr. hits it as he's starting to heat up lately for Denver. MPJ now the top scorer for the Nuggets. He's got 10 points. Jokic with 7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists here in quarter number 1. 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. George has it underneath, and he has the ball stripped away from him. Looking for the call, couldn't get it. Rivers picks up the basketball here in the backcourt, takes it past half court for Denver. Austin Rivers at the right wing as he is defended by Patterson, slides over to the left wing perimeter. Michael Porter Jr. dribbles on Batum, pro hop and the left double jumper over Batum, missed it, hit the rim short, tipped up in the air, and the Clippers come up with a defensive rebound. Clippers have possession now. Ball into the hands to Rajon Rondo. Has it at the top, bounce pass underneath to George, puts it up, big block right there, out of bounds. It's by Denver. And that's JaMychal Green who gets the swat out of bounds for the Nuggets, rejects Paul George as the clock stops. Major rejection right there out of bounds. Clippers get the inbound. Batum, no-look pass to Patterson. Back out to the right wing to George. George floats it over to the right baseline. Ball into the hands to Rondo, 1-on-1. Rondo has a right baseline as he's defended by Shaq Harrison. Puts it up, no good. Offensive rebound, and they score with a putback. Good for two. Terrence Mann with a bucket. Bench points there for the Clippers, lead by 4. 1 minute left to go in the first. Denver has possession now as they dribble back out to the left elbow. Bounce pass underneath over to Millsap, and the clock stops. 1 minute left to play in the first. It's going to be a reach and fall picked by Terrence Mann as he heads. Okay, so he's going to head towards to guard the inbounds. Denver has it. Pass over to Michael Porter Jr. Down the lane, kicks it out. Left corner 3 in the air, and they got it. Triple for the Nuggets. JaMychal Green on the board with his first 3 of the game. Looks like Dakota trying to win the championship there with the Red Sox. Best of luck, man. There you go, bud, for making me happy. 40 seconds left to go in the first. Clippers have possession. Paul George has in the reach and foul. Picked up on the course by Denver by JaMychal Green. Yeah, Kawhi's played so far today. So Kawhi got the start today, and Kawhi's played 8 minutes so far. Yep, that's a good start right there, Vegas. 40 seconds left to go. They really need to have front court players, though, like dominant. They need to get a dominant big. They move it around for the Clippers. 3 in the air by Mann. Missed it off the back iron. Defensive rebound picked up by Denver. Clippers also in the bonus, too, to end quarter number 1. Entry pass inside. Denver has it. Bounce pass to the corner. Deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Batum as the clock stops in 19.4 seconds. Nuggets get the inbound. They hand it over to Austin Rivers. Rivers slows it down. 5-second differential. Shot clock and game clock. Shot clock down to 5 seconds. Game clock down to 10 seconds remaining in the first. Rivers has it. Drives on Mann inside. Floats it up and missed it off the back iron. Porter tried to go for the foul. Couldn't get it. Offensive rebound. Second chance. Missed it off the mark to go by JaMychal Green. Tipped around off the glass. Couldn't get one off in time. And that's how the end of the first quarter finishes up with a 1-point game. Clippers lead by 1. Closing out the first here 28-27. Alright, so then the one in the books. If you guys are new in the channel here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I appreciate everybody for finding my stream tonight, being a part here on Behind Your Basketball. I cover play-by-play, games of the NBA, college basketball as well when it comes back in November. And glad to have you guys be a part of the stream tonight. Very rare late night stream. I'm actually from Massachusetts where I am, so I don't usually cover the late games, but tonight is a rare one. I know it's at stake with these two teams. Denver, number 4 out in the West, number 3 out in the West for the Clippers, so that's why I wanted to cover this one for tonight. Wow, Orlando got a game-winning shot. So the Magic have won over the Grizzlies. That is a crusher from Memphis tonight. 112-111. Orlando has won over Memphis. And for Memphis, currently still the number 8 team out in the Western Conference, but things get tighter in the gap between Memphis and San Antonio right now. So Memphis 32-31. They're currently a half a game above San Antonio in the Western Conference. San Antonio number 9 seed out in the West, and they're 31-31. Well, it's good. BB Fast Guy, welcome to the stream. Things going pretty well, man. Quick scoreboard update. Pelicans leading. Minute and a half left to go with overtime over the T-Wolves. 135-129 is the score in that game right now. Dallas, Washington going head-to-head right here. 82-80 Mavs by 2 with 6.5 left to go in the third. At the end of one, Toronto up against Utah tonight. Score there, 33-29 Toronto at the end of the first quarter. So we'll keep you guys posted throughout the night what goes down here as far as scores. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball action here, play-by-play. Glad to have you guys be a part of the channel. Also got links as well posted down in the description below this video. Check out the Behind the Arc Basketball channel memberships. As low as $1.99 per month to join the channel memberships gets you shout-outs to every single one of my live streams, along with special access to special live streams and non-basketball related sports at least once per month. I covered for members and mods out on the channel the NFL draft a couple days ago, the first round for Thursday night. So I've covered members and mod streams of Major League Baseball games before, NASCAR races, NFL games. Check that out if anybody would like to become a member. I posted that link out into the chat there. It's pinned to the chat. Also going to post the link out in the chat to the Behind the Arc Basketball channel merchandise site. Got some pretty cool stuff out there. Short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts, t-shirts, iPhone cases, pillow stickers. If anybody's interested in some merch, check it out. And then the Discord and Twitter are posted in the description below this video as well, if anybody's interested being a part of the channel Discord. NBA playoffs start on Saturday, May 22nd. So three weeks from now, the NBA playoffs will start, May 22nd. So 21 days from now. And the playing games happened before that. I think they happened the 18th through the 21st. As we're back to action, Denver takes the three, and it hit the rim short, no good. JaMychal Green missed it. Clippers get the defensive rebound as we start off the second quarter. Clippers take a pass half court with Rondo. Rajon Rondo, entry pass underneath to Kawhi, gets position, puts it up and through for two, right behind the Denver defense. Yo, what's good, Chris? Welcome to the stream here, man. Glad to have you back in the channel, bud. No problem, man. Denver has possession. Dozier bounce pass over to Millsap at the top of the key. Millsap shot fake, dribbles towards his left, hands it back outside to Dozier, defended by Batum, bounce pass left elbow. They back their way inside, spin move, puts it up and through for two to the bucket. That goes down by Paul Millsap, puts it to a 1-point game. 11 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Right down the lane as they drive. Rondo gets tripped on the ground and the clock will stop with 11 minutes remaining. Personal foul picked by Denver. The mop crew has to clean up that one with a sweat on the court. Rajon Rondo just burst the speed right down the lane and got tripped up. Non-shooting foul. It's going to stay Clippers basketball here. They'll get the inbound at the left side of their front court. Rondo, the inbound passer. Looking to pass it off. Bounce pass over to Kawhi. Kawhi has a one-on-one defended by Dozier. At the left elbow. Kawhi swings it out top of the key. No-look pass. Patterson. Shot fake. Batum. Jumper at the right elbow. Takes it. Missed it. No good for a deep two. And Rivers comes out with a defensive rebound. Denver down by one. They have possession. They swing it outside. Rivers passes left corner three in the air. It's Green, and he nails it. JaMychal Green with a three-point shot. Denver leads it by two now, 32-30 with 10.5 left to go. First lead tonight for the Nuggets. Clippers have possession. Underneath scores. Up and in off the backboard there by Rajon Rondo. We are tied. Looks like Red Sox and Brewers in the World Series there. I would love to see a World Series there someday between the Red Sox and Brewers. Left baseline dribble. Jumper. Taken for a short two. Gets it at the left baseline. Knocks it down by Paul Millsap. Trading buckets right now between these two teams. Back and forth. Here we go. Sorry to hear that, Braden. Yeah, let me know, man, what it is for the news there. Rondo dribbles. Now he drives inside. Bounce pass to the left wing. Batum pass over. Three to air. Patterson hit the rim short. Rondo comes out with offensive rebounds. Yeah, I've checked quite a bit today. So, yep. I've checked quite a bit. I'm down by over 100. My team's been dealing with, like, the worst case scenario, dealing with injuries all this week. A lot of players were questionable for today that just didn't end up playing. So I got Porzingis and Oubre on my team, and they just never ended up playing. Same as Kemba for this week. 9:40 left to go. 5 on the shot clock. Clippers have the basketball, trailing by 2. Step back 3 in the air by Kawhi. Nails it down right there for the triple. 1 point Clippers lead now. 9:30 left to go. If you guys are new in the stream, over 60 plus on the board, spike the thumbs up, hit that like here. Derek, welcome to the stream, taking Denver. Hit me up in the chat who you like in this one. Denver to Clippers. Back on the top, Millsap. Shot fake. Bounce pass in the traffic. Stolen away by Rondo. And the Clippers get the possession. Clippers move it up the court. Over to Man. Man swings it outside to the top here. Kawhi back out, and he gets held onto, and the clock will stop with 9:12. Personal foul picked by the Nuggets here with 9:12 left to go. Hey, thanks so much, Derek, for stopping on by in the stream here, man. Really appreciate it. Derek taking the Nuggets tonight. Let me know out in the chat who you support in this game. Nuggets or the Clippers. Clippers by 1. They have possession. Kawhi at the top of the key. Kawhi defended now by Paul Millsap. Takes the jumper over him. Missed it off the mark. Deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Denver out of bounds. So the Clippers will retain possession. Derek taking the Nuggets tonight by 5. 121-15. Clippers will get the inbound underneath. Rondo will be the inbound passer. Rondo tried to pass it behind the back off of a Denver player here, and it ended up being stolen away. Shaq Harrison, as Rondo tried to look for that, as Shaq Harrison had his back turned around, and Harrison just caught him off guard. Rondo puts it off the back of Harrison, and it was bobbled, and Harrison turned his back and stole away. He got fouled at half court. Harrison had more points in the break, so smart foul picked up by the Clippers. Denver gets the inbound. What's good, J.R. Mauricio? Welcome back to the stream here. Denver has it underneath. Millsap floats one over the right hand. Scores as he banks it up and in off the backboard. Trading buckets. Here we go. 8.5 left to go. Clippers have possession. Rondo dribble drive inside with the left hand. Scores. Up and in off the backboard. Lays it in with the left hand. 1 point lead for the Clippers now. Denver has possession. At the right wing perimeter. Dozier. As he's defended by Patterson. Dribbles towards the top. Swings outside. Left wing perimeter. Ball now into the hands of Shaq Harrison. He dribbles right baseline, circles around the rim all the way back to the right wing. Batum picks him up. Back out to the top. Patterson. Over to the top of the key. They take a 3. It's going to be Dozier. Defended by Patterson. Nails it down. 2 point lead for Denver now. Rondo has the left baseline. Swings it back outside. Patterson with a 3. No good. Hit the front rim, and Dozier picks up the defensive rebound for Denver. PJ Dozier tonight, 7 points. Bounce pass to the right elbow for Denver. Millsap has it. He's defended about 1 by 1 by Patterson. Takes it at the right baseline. Makes it for a difficult 2 right there off a fadeaway. Knocks it down by Paul Millsap. Denver in charge of their largest lead. Up by 5 in this one. 7:40 left to go in the second as we head to a timeout. Timeout taken by the Clippers, down to 5 timeouts. Yeah, that would be really rough, man, if Phoenix gets eliminated right in the first round. Yup, bang, bang. Like what Breen does. What's good, Wilfred? Welcome to the stream. If you guys are new in the channel here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball games here, play-by-play, NBA games, also college hoops as well. Glad to have you guys be a part of the stream tonight. Hit me up in the chat who you're rooting for in this one. As it's 36. 41-36 the score currently in this game. As we go into a timeout. 7:40 left to go in the second. Paul George, the top scorer so far tonight for the Clippers. He's got 10 points. Kawhi so far, he is back into action after missing the last 5 games. Kawhi's got 9 points in 12 minutes. And then for Denver here, top scorer Michael Porter Jr. with 10 points for MPJ. Nikola Jokic, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Yo, what's good, Uncle Pizzle? Welcome on the stream, man. Oh, sorry to hear that Derek lost tonight is a boxing match. Quick update here. Pelicans lead the T-Wolves in overtime, 138-131 with 18 seconds left to go. Pelicans look like they're going to get that one with a W. Wizards winning against Dallas, 91-88 now for Washington. 2 minutes left to go in the third. Toronto up with 7:20 left to go in the second over Utah, 43-39 as Toronto leads. Yo, what's good, Ty Baller? Welcome to the stream here. Money Motivated, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'll be doing that game tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll be covering Bucks versus Nets for tomorrow. That's going to be a good one. That's tomorrow afternoon, 3:30 Eastern time. Sorry to hear, Uncle Pizzle. Send my thoughts out to you, man. Hopefully a much better week on the horizon for you, bud. What's good, Abraham? Welcome to the stream here. Just right now, we're on a timeout. 7:40 left to go in the second quarter. Orlando made a game-winning shot. Cole Anthony, game winner at the top of the key, as the Magic beat the Grizzlies tonight, 112-111. We are back into action now. Clippers going right to left in the court. Rondo will take a pass half court. Rondo dribbles to the right wing, defended by Millsap. So Jokic and Michael Porter Jr. still on the bench here for Denver. Kawhi's out there right now on the court for the Clippers. Paul George in the bench currently, though. Rondo receives the pass right down the lane. Couldn't finish with a reverse-handed layup off the glass. And Denver picks up the defensive rebounds. Nuggets by 5. They have possession. Dozier at the left wing, defended by Kawhi, 1-on-1. Dozier's pass got deflected, got it back. Bounce past the left wing. Millsap takes the left baseline. Floats it out to the right wing. Back outside the Rivers. 3 in the air. Missed it. Off the back iron, no good. Defensive rebound picked up for the Clippers. Under 7 minutes left to go in the second. Clippers down by 5. They'll take a 3 straight away. Missed it off the mark. No good by Morris. And Denver picks up the defensive rebound. Dozier takes a pass half court. Dozier hands it off to Rivers. Rivers at the edge of the Clippers logo at half court. Moves over to Millsap. Right baseline dribble. Millsap puts it up too strong off the glass. Tipped off the mark. Offensive rebound. Puts it up and scores. Count the bucket and the foul. It will send JaMychal Green to shoot the and one as well. Coming up at the free throw line as Denver extends the lead here up by 7. Relentless on that possession. Millsap missed it. Tipped around off the glass, and JaMychal Green able to get the ball tapped from Millsap, and Green puts it up and through. Foul from behind by Morris. 1 free throw here by Green for Denver. He gets it. Largest lead by the Nuggets, up by 8. Hey, there you go, Russell. Avalanche looks like they beat the Sharks tonight. 6.5 left to go. Clippers have possession. Jackson moves over to Paul George. George back in the game. He has it at the top of the key. George dribbles inside. Jumper at the left block. Missed it off the mark. No good. Defensive rebound picked up by the Nuggets. Yeah, things going really well here. Thanks so much, Uncle Pizzleman, for being a part here, supporting the streams. All the way well past midnight where you are right now. 6 minutes left to go remaining in the second. Austin Rivers has it the right wing. Turns the corner, dribbles inside. Dish out to the left corner, though, as it got deflected. But the Clippers pick up a foul, 2 in the key. Game clock stops with 5:56 left to go. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball action on the channel, play-by-play, NBA games, also college hoops as well. I'm glad to have you guys be a part of the stream. We're back to action. 5 in the shot clock. Clippers, it's going to be Nuggets have it. They'll take the 3 at the top of the key. Gordon, no good air ball. Shot clock violation either way. And turnover Denver's. It's going to be Clippers basketball with 5:41 left to go. Yep, can't wait for the playoffs. Yeah, it doesn't look too promising, honestly, for my Celtics this year. Like, I don't even know if they're going to make it to the first round, honestly. In my opinion, I still think they might lose in the playing round. I wouldn't be shocked if they do lose in the playing round. Kawhi lost the handle, tapped to the bounce, though. Last touch by the Nuggets, so the Clippers will retain possession. 5.5 left to go. Yeah, Lakers could potentially face the Clippers. If the Nuggets win tonight, Denver moves up to the 3 seed currently, and the Clippers drop back 1 to the 4. So that would set up the Clippers and the Lakers in the first round if the Clippers do start dropping games and Denver keeps on retaining and keeps on being red hot, closing out the season. Clippers on the inbound. They get called for an inbound violation. They turn it over, so Denver has the basketball. 5:20 left to go. Jokic checks back into the game here for Denver. Campazzo back in as he dribbles, swings out to the top to Jokic. Jokic defended by Zubac now at the right elbow. Hands it off to Michael Porter Jr. Shot fake at the top of the free throw circle. Back out to Campazzo. Campazzo, deep 3, Curry range. Rattled out, no good, missed it. And defensive rebound picked up by Kawhi here for the Clippers. Paul George takes it past half court. At the right wing, George dribbles. Inside, jumper, mid-range. Missed it. Rattled out. Michael Porter Jr. picks up the defensive rebound for Denver. Nuggets up by 8, also in the bonus as well. Michael Porter Jr. fires a 3. Hit the front rim off the mark, no good. Clippers pick up the rebounds. Now pass half court with George. The pick set by Zubac. George dribbles at the free throw circle. Inside, lost it. Poke from behind is loose. Gets it right back. Kicks it out. Left corner 3 in the air. Open. Morris missed it. Rolled around the rim and out. Denver snags the rebound. Campazzo pass half court. At the left wing, Campazzo moves over to Jokic. Jokic at the top of the key, defended by Zubac. Jokic dribbles towards his right. Hands it off now at the top. As Denver will dribble. Inside, Shaq Harrison. Back out to Jokic. Passes underneath to Michael Porter Jr. Couldn't finish. Too strong off the glass. No good. Defensive rebound picked up by the Clippers. Clippers have possession. Kawhi, jumper. Top of the free throw circle. And he gets fouled. The clock will stop with 4:05 left to go in the second. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I appreciate everybody for being a part of the channel tonight. I cover play-by-play hoops action here, NBA games, college basketball as well. And welcome to the stream, everybody. Let me know out in the chat who you're rooting for here, Denver or the Clippers in this game. Clippers get the inbounds. Marcus Morris moves over to Paul George, takes it down the lane, kicks it out to the right corner, 3 in the air. Rondo got it. Spots up and knocks it down at the right corner triple. Puts it to a 5-point game. 3:45 remaining. Denver has possession of it. Dozier, wide open 3 at the top of the key. No good. Hit the rim short. Clippers grab the rebound here as they have it. Rondo dribbles right in the teeth of the defense and scores. With a left hand up and then off the backboard. Lays it in. Coast to coast by Rajon Rondo. It's a 3-point game. Timeout taken on the court here for Denver. Mini run by the Clippers. They were trailing by 8. They have cut it to a 3-point game. What's good, Christian? Welcome to the stream here, man. Hope all is going well. Yeah, definitely, man, Uncle Pizzle. It's embarrassing. Like, they have no front court help. They should have went out last season and got a big that could help out. They didn't do that, and they couldn't get anything at the trade deadline. It's just way too lax what they're doing. Like, you can't relax in the game of basketball here, and what Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens have done. Like, not enough at the trade deadline. Yeah, there's just no front court defense this season. It's rough. And they play a lot of like one-on-one ISO ball, and a lot of times those matchups just don't work. They don't really play like team basketball. Like, they try to go for a hero type of ball. Like, they lost against Oklahoma City earlier this week. And they jacked up 49 3-point shots. And I think they shot the ball like low 30s from 3-point range that game. Like, if they took more twos, they would have won the game. Like, you win the game by attacking. So right now in the timeout, quick scoreboard update. Couple games throughout the NBA currently. Toronto up against Utah. 3.5 left to go in the second quarter. 55-48 Toronto. Washington leads Dallas right now. That's a good game tonight. 99-93. Wizards lead it with 10-10 left to go in the fourth quarter. And then the Pelicans have won over the T-Wolves tonight in overtime. 140-136 the score. Yeah, maybe 2 Larry Birds there. What's good, Chicago Bulls 1-2-3? Yeah, he's liking the Bears picking up Justin Fields there. Great move indeed to move up to the draft for Chicago. Needed a quarterback, and now coming into Chicago, Justin Fields. Top scores tonight in this game. Michael Porter Jr. leads the way for Denver. He's got 10 points. Nikola Jokic, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. 7 points as well by PJ Dozier, though Nikola Jokic not even the top scorer tonight. JaMychal Green's got 9 points, and then 8 points by Paul Millsap. And then for the Clippers, top scorer currently Paul George with 10 points. Made 2 threes in the first quarter, 9 each by Kawhi and Rondo. I think Duke's main goal next season, I think it's going to be through their defense. I think they're going to have a really good defensive team. I think their interior defense is going to be really good. 3:20 left to go. Jokic has it. They lob it over the top and thrown down by Aaron Gordon with a two-handed jam. .310 left to go in the second. Clippers have the basketball here at the left wing. They move it back out to the top of the key. Rondo, now at the right elbow, quick whistle, and the foul as the clock will stop. Well, you can just let me know in the chat who you are, Anonymous, over here. You don't get chat access to those special live streams because they're for members and mods out on the stream, but you're able to watch every single one of those special live streams. That's what everybody usually does here on the channel. They usually just watch and listen to the commentary or so. Usually the chat's shared by everybody. Three minutes left to go. Denver takes the jumper to left baseline. Missed it off the mark, no good. Clippers pick up the defensive rebound. They have possession now with Jackson. Jackson at the right elbow flings it out to the left wing perimeter. Rondo back on the top. They'll take the jumper to right baseline. Hits it for 2 right there. Goes down by Reggie Jackson. 2-point game. 2:20 left to go. They move it over to Jokic. Passes off a cutter. Deflected out of bounds. Looking for Gordon inside. The clock stops at 2:18. Campazzo bounce pass over to Gordon. Gordon has it at the right elbow. Defended by Morris. Gives it over to Jokic. Right down the lane. Able to get past Zubac. Throws it down with a two-handed flush. 2 minutes left to go before halftime. 4-point lead by Denver. Nikola Jokic, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists in the early stages here. Sat on the bench for the first half or so of that second quarter. Spin move. Jumper to left baseline. Missed off the mark by Morris for the Clippers. And Jokic picks up another rebound. Jokic has it at the top of the key. Gives outside to Dozier. Dozier turns the corner. Back out to Jokic. Jumper at the free throw circle. Missed it. No good off back iron. And the Clippers pick up the defensive rebounds. 1.5 minutes left to go before halftime here. Clippers down by 4. They have possession. Rondo defended by Campazzo at the top. 1-on-1 here. Rondo has a 10 on the shot clock. Moves out left corner. 3 in the air. Morris. And missed it off the mark. Tipped up in the air. And Dozier picks up the defensive rebound. Dozier has it now. Gives it outside to Michael Porter Jr. Passes out to the top once again to Dozier. Dozier gives over to Jokic at the right elbow. Jokic defended by Zubac hands it off to Michael Porter Jr., dribbles right baseline, kicks it back outside around the perimeter. Dozier has it, that will be an offensive foul. Michael Porter Jr. drives right down the lane and ran over Clipper defender there. He gets called for the offensive foul. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up here. Spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you'd like to be notified here, future live streams I cover on the channel Behind Your Basketball. We got 1 minute left to go before half. Yeah, good day today out in Kentucky for you guys. With a Derby day today. I also saw the Kentucky Turtle Derby happen today too. 1 minute left to go before halftime. Paul George has it top of the key. George at the left double. Jumper. No good. Missed it off the mark. Over Gordon. Jokic picks up another rebound. That's going to be Jokic's 6th rebound of the game. Pass underneath to Gordon. Right down the lane inside. He thought he was fouled from behind. A lot of contact. And the clock will stop with 43 seconds. Yeah, so Aaron Gordon gets fouled from behind on the transition man. Right there. Jokic passes over to Campazzo. Bounce pass underneath to Gordon. And Aaron Gordon will head to the line shoot two. So he missed the dunk, but he'll head to the line shoot two. First shot good. Second one is good. Up by 6 with 40 seconds left to go. Clippers have possession. And that'll be a foul picked by Jokic. Just bumps right into Reggie Jackson with his dribble. And now the Clippers will head to the line shoot two. So Jokic picks up his second personal foul of the game. I watched a little bit of it today. I was like in and out though. So I spent a lot of the day outside today. First free throw, Jackson nails it. .5 seconds left to go before halftime. Second free throw is good. Denver has possession as they dribble. To the right elbow, Dozier, step back jumper, hits it. And the Nuggets by 6 with under 30 seconds left to go before half. Clippers have possession now. Paul George takes it back to half court. 4-second differential, shot clock and game clock. George defended at the top by Shaq Harrison. He moves it over to the left wing to Rondo before a whistle blown here as the clock will stop with 10.7 seconds. This is a non-fall, so it was out of bounds. So Clippers get the inbound. Right down the lane. George contacted and fouled. Paul George will head to the free throw line, shoot 2 shots with 6 seconds. Yeah, I actually don't do much fishing where I am. I have a couple of good friends that's big into fishing though. Dakota and his uncle started a new game. Looks like he's winning 6-0 right there. Second one coming up by George. And that one rolls around the rim and out. Nuggets pick up the defensive rebound with Jokic. Back over to Dozier. Fires a three at the horn and missed it. Off the back iron as we end the first half here. This one by 5. Denver up here 52-47. All right, so we head into halftime here, folks. Glad to have you guys be a part of the stream tonight for this one. Very good game going down. Nuggets were trailing early. This one 13-5 right out of the gate. They called a timeout. And then able to battle their way back, part of a 10-zip run to come back, and they eventually took the lead. And now they've led ever since so far tonight. The Clippers were up early, and now it's Denver on top at halftime. All right, so we go into halftime here. Michael Porter Jr., top scorer at the half for Denver. He's got 10 points so far, 3 rebounds, 3 assists in the first half. PJ Dozier having a great game for him. He's got 9 points, same as JaMychal Green with 9 points. Nikola Jokic with 9 as well, along with 7 boards and 3 assists. I think throughout the season, good question. I think both of them are top 5 offenses. I think when the Clippers get hot from 3, they're tough to stop. So I would probably go with the Clippers with a more firepower offensively, because they're the top 3-point shooting team. But Denver this season, I think they're like top 5 in scoring. They're top 5 in interior shooting. I think they're also top 5 in they're number 2 in assists per game. For Denver. This game has had a ton of assists. The ball movements looked really great so far in this first half. The Clippers start out perfect, 7 for 7 from the floor. So they were up early, 13-5. Clippers with 10 assists so far in this one. They start out with their first 7 buckets. They had 6 assists to start out this game. 13 assists at halftime by Denver. Seems like that total should be like more than what it is though. Other players stepping up instead of Jokic with only 9 points scored at half. It's other players tonight that stepped up for Denver. Everybody making contributions. They've got so far in this game 7 separate players that scored at least 3 points for Denver. And currently for the Nuggets here, they got 5 separate players that scored at least 8 points at halftime for Denver. So a lot of contributions out there from everybody around the court. And for the Clippers as well, same thing for the Clippers here. Paul George, top scorer at halftime for the Clippers. He's got 11 points at the half. Kawhi's got 9 points so far with his game back. Played 16 minutes in the first half, 4 for 6 from the floor by Kawhi. Just all around been a terrific matchup. Denver was able to take this lead as the Clippers started to get cold from the floor. That's where Denver started to heat up. Nuggets currently shooting the ball 47% from the floor in the first half, where the Clippers shooting the ball just 40%. They start out red hot from the floor. What NBA team do I think most disappointing this season? Probably take the Celtics there, honestly. Yeah, I take my Celtics for this season being disappointing. They should not be number 6 right now in the Eastern Conference. Like they should be like top 4 on paper, and just it's just no, like they've had players missing like in and out every single game this year, just a whole different lineup, and then just the front court defense. They just haven't had a dominant big on their team, and it's just been rough and inside the interior for this season. Yeah, I'd say there's way more surprises than like teams that's like letdowns or so. A lot of teams I thought they'd be like letdowns or so this season. I didn't think Houston would be like that bad heading into the season, but it's because they lost James Harden. and then everything just fell apart. Christian Wood, they were at one point number 6 in the Western Conference when after the James Harden trade. Christian Wood then got injured, and then everything just from there on just fell apart. I thought the Pelicans would like try to see if they could make the play-in game or so, but it's also disappointing for New Orleans. You look at it, what Zion Williamson's been doing this season with the numbers that he's putting up, and that they just a young team that just hasn't been able to get over the hump or so of how they basically were last season for the Pelicans. This season they're 28-35. It's kind of around the same ballpark where they were last season, I think, for the Pelicans. So they haven't improved at all. Even though Zion's been healthy throughout the season, has taken over for New Orleans. Yeah, 29-35 because they won tonight. That's right. So they're 29-35 this season. Last year they were 30-42. They finished up for the Pelicans. So they really haven't improved from a year difference. Hey, what's good behind Eric Fan? Welcome to the stream here, man. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, hopefully things get better there. That's unfortunate, man. So right now, a couple of scores throughout the NBA look like this. Toronto leading Utah at halftime, 62-56. Wizards and Mavs, huge game going down. They're all tied up here, 118-118. Do I think next season there'll be too many games canceled or postponed? I'm going to say no there. I think we're going to be back to like a normal schedule for next year for college basketball. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be like many games postponed, if not all, because at a lot of these colleges, well, where I am, they've made it mandatory at some of these colleges that you have to get vaccinated. I think they made it mandatory at like Northeastern, UMass, Boston College, Boston University. Made it mandatory a lot of places. Not at the community colleges though. What's good, Dakota? Welcome to the stream here, man. And Dakota's baseball score is 7-1 at the top of the 5th, it looks like. Best of luck there with you and your uncle playing baseball video games tonight. What's good, Steven? Welcome to the stream here. Yeah, that's crazy, man, that Pacers just demolished the Thunder. It's just been like a rough month for Oklahoma City. That's tough. Like there's different players for Oklahoma City like in and out of the lineup throughout the season. And it's basically like everybody on that team is like either like a rookie or a second year player. So it's basically playing like a team from college at this point. Yeah, that's tough. A 57-point blowout. Yeah, they got crushed against Phoenix to open up the month, and they got crushed against Golden State a few weeks ago as well. I remember that was the game that Steph got like 11 threes in 28 minutes. They lost that game 147 to 109. So this is nothing new for Oklahoma City that they've just gotten blown out recently. What's good, Noob Gamer? Welcome to the stream here from India. Hey, stay safe out there out in India, Noob Gamer. I've heard it's just been tough lately. So stay safe out there, man, and hopefully things are going well. So looks like you're out in Canada here. Yeah, he thinks it's gonna be postponed part of the season. Yeah, I've heard it's been tough for the NHL out in Canada. I know the Vancouver Canucks had like a ton of games postponed, like last month. What's good, Joey? Welcome to the stream here. Yeah, crazy beatdown today. The Thunder got destroyed against the Pacers. Final score of that game was 152 to 95. What's good, Sally? Welcome to the stream here. Taking Denver. Yeah, I think it's gonna be helpful, Christian. I know the U.S. compared to like other countries are like ahead of the game. I just feel so bad for like the countries that don't like have access to it. It's my girlfriend's got roots back to like Armenia that's where her parents and grandparents came from, is Armenia, and they've only administered like 500 shots in Armenia total out of the total population. It's like one of the lowest total, or so. It's not even like 0.01% of the population that they've rolled it out to. Yeah, that's incredible, man. Last night, Tatum with 60. They were down by 32 points. They came back and won it for Boston last night. So right now, just a halftime, great game. Denver leads at 52 to 47 at the half. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Right now, we're just at halftime currently. Yeah, let's see. I'm just gonna unhide Russell for now. So we're still at halftime here currently. Washington, Dallas, 123-122. Washington at the line with Bradley Beal. It's 124-122. Good question there. What do I think is going to be the biggest story next year for college hoops? I think possibly Chet Holmgren going to Gonzaga if Gonzaga can redeem themselves, because I think they're going to be like, they're going to be preseason favorites possibly as like another 1 seed. I wouldn't be shocked. What's good, Johan? Welcome to the stream here. Taking the Clippers out in this one. Ken Dog, welcome on the stream here. So we're going to get rolling on here just in a moment to the second half. So third quarter is about to begin. And this one is Denver has it inside and they turned it over. So Clippers have it. Yeah, the Patriots, I think they drafted pretty well. Yeah, appreciate it for coming back here, Russell. Are you really Alberto? Because I was trying to figure out for all this time. Left corner three in the air, no good off the mark by Denver to get it back. Campazzo spots up, takes a three, missed it off the mark, and the Clippers come up with a defensive rebounds. Clippers have possession with George, who moves it outside. Kawhi passes over left corner perimeter. Clippers have the ball now at the left wing. Jackson turns the corner, drives down the lane inside, and scores with a right-handed finish. 11 minutes now left to go in the third. Campazzo swings out to Jokic at the top. Jokic shovels to the left elbow. Backs his way underneath inside. Jokic, spin move, puts it up and contacted as the clock will stop with 10:47. Oh, jeez. Jokic gets an elbow to his face by Zubac as he gets fouled. Hey, really appreciate it, Russell, my man, for everything that you've done to the channel, bud. I have to sit down and just process this, like right now. Jokic first free throw, that's good. Second free throw is good. 10:45 left to go in the third. You're welcome anytime to come back, Russell, man. Clippers have it. Jumper at the top of the free throw circle. Gets it. If you're on Discord, man, feel free to reach out to me. We can talk about stuff. Because I'm sorry if you were treated like that by anybody out here. Jokic has it at the right elbow. They back their way inside. Spin move on Zubac, and he scores at the right baseline for 2. I would take Bol probably out on the post more for him. 10 minutes left to go. Jumper delivers from outside by Kawhi. Puts it to a 2-point game. 9:50 left to go in the third now. Jokic hands it off as they dribble right baseline. Bounce pass into traffic. Gets stolen away. Clippers have the possession, and the whistle blows with a foul here. The clock will stop with 9:42. Campazzo picks up the reach-in. What's good, DC dude? Welcome back on the stream here. Clippers have the possession. Kawhi underneath, kicks it back outside. Shot fake at the left wing. 3 in the air. Got it. Money right there at the left wing perimeter. Clippers knock it down by Jackson. They lead by 1. Missed the 3 at the top by Denver. They get it right back by the Clippers here. Okay, if you have a channel Discord, we can discuss on it later. Because there's nothing fake over here. As that pass goes out of bounds. Hey, best of luck out there, DC dude, for your 7-game and parlay there. Looking for the Clippers and the Jazz to win tonight. Not a whole lot of turnovers tonight. Clippers with 3, Denver with 6. As we're just under 9 minutes left to go in the third. Yeah, the big set of rules is that everybody has to respect each other on the channel. So people get hidden if they don't respect each other or talk back to other people. We got 8:54 left to go in the third. Refs are looking at the last possession past half court. Okay, so Campazzo and Paul George got tangled up together. Oh, Paul George shoved Campazzo down to the ground. He wasn't happy that they got tangled up together around the perimeter before. What's good, Cade? Welcome to the stream here. So clock stops with 8:54 left to go in the third. Levi, welcome to the stream here. Taking Denver tonight. Yeah, I saw right there, Dakota, about you haven't beaten your uncle at baseball. So Denver now at the free throw line. Campazzo. He's going to shoot here at the line. He hits the free throw. Second one is good by Campazzo. Michael Porter Jr. going to be the inbound passer and moves there to Jokic. And Denver also retains possession here with the ball. Back out on the top to MPJ. Takes the 3 at the top of the key. Missed it. Hit the rim short. And the Clippers come out with a defensive rebound. They move it across the court here. Kawhi has it. Swings it out left corner. 3 in the air. Jackson. And no good. Missed it. Rattled out. Jokic picks up the defensive rebound. 8.5 left to go in the third. Michael Porter Jr. back over to Jokic. Jokic at the top of the free throw circle, hands it off to Michael Porter Jr. Bounce pass to the top here. Jokic takes the three at the top, and he drills it. Three straight away, hits it down. 4-point lead, 61-57. I would say Kentucky right there for the basketball state. 16 by Jokic along with 8 boards so far tonight. He's also got 3 assists. 8:10 left to go in the third. Clippers have possession. Out to the top, Jackson gives over to George. Jumper misfires to the right elbow. And the defensive rebound picked up for Denver here with 8 left to go in the third. Denver has it with Jokic. Shot fake at the top, Jokic. Hands it off to Campazzo. Back out, bounce pass Jokic. Jokic at the right elbow. Jokic shot fake. Defended by Zubac. Backs his way, spin move, right baseline jumper. Jokic delivers. Tough shot right there, knocks it down. What's good? Owen, welcome to the stream here. Taking the Clippers all the way from Belize. Man in the suit, welcome to the stream here. Gordon really hasn't done like a ton tonight in this game. He's played 18 minutes, got 4 points so far by Aaron Gordon. We're going to go in a timeout. Nikola Jokic, man, just on the tear lately out in the third quarter. As he's got currently 9 points out of the third quarter. Denver leads it in the third, 11-10 total. Nuggets in the third and by 6 as we go in a timeout. Hey, thanks for coming out supporting the channel, Russell. Anytime that you like to stop and by, man, definitely would love to have you on the channel if you'd ever come back. But if you don't, I understand, man. When's Jamal Murray going to come back to play? Looks like next year. See, he's done for the season. Just unfortunate. Yeah, so so he's out for the season. So it's going to be next season when he comes back. Yeah, I agree with that, Chris. Definitely, man. Kentucky should have a pro basketball team. Welcoming Chris here, trading with Mr. JRH. Welcome to the stream. Football state's Alabama, if I had to predict there. Look at all those draft picks for Alabama in the draft. All right, so Toronto and Utah tied up at 79 with 3 minutes left to go in the third. That's the only other game going on currently here. As this one, we have 7:40 left to go in the third. Wow, you're starting to pull away, Dakota, with 11-1 right there. If you guys are new in the stream, currently run a timeout here. Spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, NBA games, college hoops as well on the channel. Paul George, the top scorer for the Clippers, currently with him with 13 points. 12 each by Kawhi and Reggie Jackson. And then Nikola Jokic having a huge game for Denver. 18 points for Jokic. 10 points for Michael Porter Jr., number 2 scorer behind Jokic currently. What's good, Daniel? Welcome to the stream here. We get back to the third corner in this one with 7:20 left to go in the third. Clippers have the possession as Kawhi has it the left wing perimeter. Kawhi turns the corner, dribbles back out to the top. Bounce pass to the left wing. Moves over to Kawhi off a double team. Back outside to Jackson. Fires a 3 over Campazzo. No good. Hit the rim short. Offensive rebound though as they get it back when Morris passes outside. Right baseline dribble over Paul George. Swings it out left baseline. Zubac stepped out of bounds with it. And that's a turnover. What's good, Jeff? Welcome to the stream here. Thanks so much for being a part of the channel. Really appreciate it. 7:10 left to go in the third. Denver has the possession. Campazzo at the top of the key. Bounce passes. He moves it over to Dozier. Dozier hands it off to Campazzo. 7-zip run by Denver last 2.5 minutes. Campazzo bounce pass to Jokic, defended by Zubac at the top of the free throw circle. 18-footer, takes it, missed it. Off the mark, no good by Jokic, and Clippers come up with a defensive rebound. Under 7 left to go here in the third. Paul George has it, and that will be in it. As he puts up the jumper, missed it off the mark of the right elbow. Another rebound picked up by Jokic. He's got 20 points, 9 rebounds. Jokic, shot fake. Right down the lane, throws it down with a right-handed flush right there by Jokic. 8-point lead again, tied for the largest one of the game by Denver. What's good, Xavier? Welcome to the stream. 6:20 left to go in the third quarter. Clippers have possession. Kawhi back out to the top. He moves to George. George defended by Aaron Gordon. George dribbles at the top of the free throw circle. Bounce pass, left wing. Shot fake. Moore tries to put it up. Gets contacted by Porter. That's a foul by Michael Porter Jr. Clock will stop with 6:06 left to go. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified of future live streams I cover on the channel being a part. It's going to send Marcus Morris to the line shooting 2. First free throw is good. Second free throw is good. And that one is good. So perfect 3 for 3 at the line by Marcus Morris for the Clippers. Puts it to a 5-point game. 6 minutes remaining. Jokic back out to the right corner. They move it over to Michael Porter Jr. That pass behind him, able to get his eyes right there to able to get the passes. That could have been a disastrous turnover if it went behind him. Missed the shot by Denver. Clippers have it back. They kick it out to the left corner. Shot fake Morris. Flings it over to Zubac. Back out to George. Wide open 3 in the air by George. Somebody missed their assignment, and Paul George makes them pay with a 3. Now it's a 2-point game. 5:36 left to go. Timeout taken on the court by Denver as they missed their assignment covering Paul George wide open at the right wing. All right, taking the timeout here. Thanks so much, Xavier, for finding my stream, bud. Really appreciate it, man. I cover play-by-play of NBA games on the channel, also college hoops as well. So if you guys are digging the content, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you'd like to be notified of future live streams. Tomorrow afternoon, I'll be back. It's going to be Bucks versus Nets tomorrow. Good question here. How many ACC teams do I think will be ranked in the preseason? Virginia Tech, Duke, North Carolina, Florida State. I think 4, possibly 5. Syracuse, maybe. Yeah, maybe Syracuse. I think Louisville is probably just going to be outside the top 25. Virginia might. They possibly could. There could be a 6th in there if Virginia is. Notre Dame, I don't think they're going to be ranked to start out the top 25 for Notre Dame, but I think they get everybody back for Notre Dame. So I think next season Notre Dame's going to be like that type of team like Georgia Tech that has a ton of upperclassmen that they they would have to make the tournament in order to save Mike Bray's job at Notre Dame. Hey, thanks so much, Jeff. Really appreciate it, man, for being a part here on the stream, bud. You guys are awesome for coming out and supporting this stream. So right now in the timeout, Paul George top scorer 16 points for Paul George as he was left wide open and took an open three and made it. 12 each by Kawhi and Reggie Jackson so far tonight. And then for Denver, the top scorers, Nikola Jokic with 20 points. 10 points by Michael Porter Jr. It's basically those two that's had a big-time impact in the game, but Dozier's got 9. JaMychal Green off the bench has got 9. And then 8 points by Millsap. Campazzo's got 5 in today's game. Nikola Jokic, 1 more rebound away from a double-double, 20 points, 9 rebounds, along with 3 assists. An update here with that Utah game. At the end of 3, Toronto still leads Utah 89-85 at the end of the third quarter. And Bojan Bogdanovic having a huge game for Utah tonight. 31 points for him. Fred VanVleet for Toronto, 25 points. Alright, so we are back into action in this game right now. Campazzo has the ball. 5.5 left to go. Denver up by 2. Campazzo at the top of the key. He dribbles, flings it out to the top here to Jokic. Takes the 3 straight away and no good hit the front rim. Tipped out. Jokic comes up with offensive rebound. That's rebound number 10 tonight. So double-double Jokic. Jokic off a double team. Pass down on top. Rivers. Bounce pass left corner. Porter Jr. puts one up and tough shot, scores. At the left baseline, deep. They're going to call it left corner perimeter. Wasn't sure where he was, if his feet were behind the line, but they were. That is a tough shot. Michael Porter Jr. to count as a 3. It's by 5. Denver leads at 68-63. Underneath turnaround jumper. Clippers missed it. Rolled around the rim and out. Outlet pass over to Michael Porter Jr. behind the defense. Throws down the right-handed flush. And Denver extends it up by 7 with 4.5 left to go. Clippers have possession. George passes underneath over to Zubac. Zubac powers his way in there, and that gets blocked from behind off the backboard. Late whistle, though, as the clock will stop with 4:27. I think it's on Denver. Yeah, it's on Denver. Blocking foul from behind. Michael Porter Jr. just picked up his 4th personal foul, so it's going to send the Clippers here to the free throw line. First one is good. So Michael Porter Jr. checks out of the game. Second free throw by Zubac here at the line for the Clippers. That one is good. Hey, have a nice night, Dakota. Enjoy the rest of your night, man. 4.5 left to go in the third quarter. Bounce pass over to Denver at the left wing. Dozier moves it back outside. Campazzo. Campazzo bounce pass over to Jokic. Jokic swings it back out left corner. Catch and fire. 3 in the air. Dozier. He missed it. He also stepped out of bounds with it. Turnover Denver. Clippers will have it. Clippers have the possession with 4:10 left to go in the third. Rondo dribbles past half court. Rondo takes it right down the lane. Kicks it out right corner. Shot fake. Morris swings it back out to the right wing perimeter. Over to George. George inside and fouled. Reach and picked up by Denver. Clock will stop with 3:57. So Paul George will head to the line here. Shoot 2. Over 100 out on the stream right now. Appreciate everybody for finding my channel, being a part here tonight. If you guys are new, first-timers on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball games for play-by-play. NBA games, also games for college hoops as well. So glad to have you guys being a part here tonight on the stream. Hit me up in the chat who you like as well, who you're rooting for, Denver or the Clippers. I can't show the TV due to copyright. It says it right up on the top. No TV will be shown due to copyright. It's only play-by-play. First free throw, good at the line. Second one, hit the front rim, missed it. And Denver picks up the defensive rebound. Campazzo moves over to Dozier. Dozier has the ball in his hands to the left wing. Pass over to Jokic. Jokic at the left elbow. Defended by Zubac. Dribbles towards his left. Hands it off to Dozier. Turns the corner. Floats it up. Too strong off the back iron. Tipped off the backboard. And the Clippers come up with a defensive rebound. Clippers have possession now with Jackson. Jackson swings down on top. George. Shot fake. Right past Dozier as he dribbles. Step back jumper to left elbow. Paul George's shot rattled out. No good. Campazzo soars up in the air. Comes out with a defensive rebound. Over to Jokic. Swings it outside. Rivers fires a three in transition. Got it. Left wing triple goes down by Denver. They extend it to a 7-point lead. Austin Rivers out on the break. What's good, Luis? Welcome to the stream here. Taking Denver. Training with Mr. JRH. Taking the Nuggets at +6. Paul George has it at the top. It's over to Morris, and Morris slips in the ground as he passes it out of bounds, too. That's a turnover by the Clippers. Denver has possession. 3 minutes left to go in the third. They hand it outside to the right wing perimeter. Shaquille Harrison over to Jokic. Jokic right baseline dribble underneath, scores as he finishes with a left-handed layup. What's good, Colin? Welcome to the stream here. Nothing better than watching basketball after a late baseball game on a doubleheader day. Glad to have you back in the stream. Hope all is going well, Colin. 2:40 left to go in the third. Clippers have it. They move it back outside. Back out to the top of the key to Jackson. Jackson defended by Green. He dribbles right down the lane and passes the right corner. Denver taps it out of... Wow. They're going to say it's out of bounds, but the Clippers there. Turnover by the Clippers, trying to kick it back out to the right corner in traffic, and last touch by the Clippers out of bounds. So turnover for LA. It'll be Denver ball. Dante, welcome to the stream, taking the Nuggets here. Fatima, welcome on board, taking Denver. 2:20 left to go in the third. Denver has it, and a quick whistle picked up by the Clippers. So they pick up a foul away from the basketball, so Denver will get the inbounds. Largest lead tonight, up by 9 for the Nuggets. Jokic, shot fake, right down the lane, puts it up with the right hand, and he finishes with another layup right down the lane for Jokic. By 11, the Nuggets lead in Nikola Jokic tonight, 24 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists, approaching the 2-minute mark left to go in the third. George passes off the roll down, scores with a right hand, a layup up and then off the backboard. That one goes down. Getting some new signs of life here for the Clippers with DeMarcus Cousins coming off the bench. 1:50 left to go in the third. Jokic has it. Defended by Cousins at the right wing. Dribbles to the top of the free throw circle. Bounce pass over to Dozier. Dozier dribbles back out to the top. Dribbles right down the lane. Dozier missed this. He sliced defenders right down the lane. Jokic tries to come up with a rebound with the right hand. Only couldn't get it though as the Clippers get it. Clippers have it. Shovel pass underneath George. Blocked from behind. Swatted out of bounds, so the clock will stop with a minute 33. Yeah, Dante pointed out here, Jokic for MVP. I had, a couple of weeks ago, I had Curry for MVP, but Curry's cooled off lately. So I've been going a lot with the trends. I went with Embiid, around over a month ago or so until that Embiid Curry, though. I've been going Curry lately, but as of late, Curry's... He was on a tremendous tear through the month of April. I think now it's the clear-cut favorites, Jokic. So as of today, I'm going Jokic right now. So he's been available every single game this season. And what they've done as of late without Jamal Murray, it's been impressive. They won the last 8 out of 9. What's good, Jose? Welcome to the stream again. He's out in Phoenix once again today. Hope all is going well, man. 1:30 left to go. Clippers missed the free throw. They get the tip in, though. So off the miss, able to tip it up and then off the backboard. 6-point game. Denver has possession. Jokic at the right elbow. Moves it back outside. Over to Rivers. Jokic sets the pick. Rivers has it at the right wing perimeter. Rivers takes the 3 in the air. Rattled out, no good. Jokic comes out with another rebound. That's rebound number 12. Passes underneath. Back outside. Dozier right down the lane. Finishes. As he receives the pass around the perimeter. Cut straight down to the basket. Split between defenders right down the lane and scores. PJ Dozier heading to the free throw line as well. Shoot one. It's a tough bucket. Finishes as Morris picked up the foul. Played through the contact and gutted the fall. What's good, Richard? Welcome to the stream here. Yeah, I think at this rate, Jokic a lock for MVP. Free throw is good by PJ Dozier, now in double figures with 12 points. 1 minute left remaining in the third quarter. Clippers have possession, trailing by 9. Rondo. At the top, they move it over to the left wing. Back out to Paul George. Shot fake, dribbles, inside. George swings it out left corner. Cousins, no-look pass to the left wing. Rondo spots up, takes the three, missed it, hit the rim short. And another rebound picked up for Denver. Jokic has it at the left wing. Jokic hands it off to Dozier. Dozier at the top of the key. Dozier dribbles back out, swings it over to Jokic. Jokic fires a three in there and missed off the mark. He gets fouled. That'll be three free throws coming up at the line. As Marcus Morris picks up a perimeter foul on Jokic. Let's see here. Rodgers to the Broncos. I think that could be a possibility. I know I heard a couple of days ago that from the GM that Aaron Rodgers is our guy, but he wants out of Green Bay. But for Denver to get a trade for Teddy Bridgewater in there, I'm not sold that Teddy Bridgewater or Drew Lock are going to be like the quarterbacks for Denver. So I can definitely see Aaron Rodgers going to the Broncos. Yeah, my day's been going pretty well today. 32 seconds left to go. First free throw is good by Jokic. Second one's good as well. What's good? Out from Argentina. Welcome to the stream here. He's kind of had a quiet game today for Campazzo. He's got 5 rebounds and 3 assists so far. I like what he offers to the team though. It's like a facilitating type of point guard. Like he's got really good vision. My team is the Celtics. I'm actually from Massachusetts myself, but I cover an entire NBA. Also cover college hoops as well. So I'm from Massachusetts. My favorite team is the Celtics for the NBA. Also a Patriots fan for the NFL, and Red Sox and Bruins. So big New England sports fan where I am. Clippers got fouled themselves. They're at the line with Cousins shooting 2, and he hits both of them. 17 seconds left to go in the third. 10-point game. Denver has possession. Jokic past half court. At the right wing perimeter, Jokic hands it off to Dozier. Final 8 seconds left to go in the third. Dozier drives right down the lane to the teeth of the defense. Too high off the glass as he got stripped of the ball. Pass up the court, poked out of bounds. Last touch by Denver with a second left to go. Just over a second left to go. And it's going to be the Clippers get the inbounds. They'll go for a full court pass underneath, turn around, left baseline off the top of the backboard as Cousins missed it. So at the end of the third here, 10-point lead for the Nuggets. At the end of 3, 83-73. Yo, what's good, Richard? Liking the Pats, Bruins, and Red Sox. Awesome. Awesome, my man, too. Got another Boston sports fan out in the house. Yeah, really good pickup right there with Mac Jones. Bill Belichick's going to love him. Kind of similar characteristics to Tom Brady. Alright, so we move on to a swap in between the quarters now. Move on to the fourth quarter coming up in a couple minutes. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball games, play-by-play, games throughout the NBA, college hoops as well. I cover here on the channel. So welcome in Finchness Online onto the stream here. The team for Finchness here, whatever team is Argentine player here. Was a Spurs fan for long in the past. I hear you right there. Always good supporting your native country. What's good, Arku? Welcome to the stream here, bud. Yeah, so they're with Paul George and Kawhi tonight. And just there hasn't really been that takeover type of player tonight for the Clippers. So both of these teams have had like players all throughout the lineup like scoring at some point in this game. So multiple scores going on. Paul George, the top scorer with 18 for the Clippers. Kawhi isn't like really taking over though. Kawhi's got 12 points tonight, so he's coming back from missing the last 5 games due to injury. Jokic has taken over. That's been the difference. Nikola Jokic, 27 points, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists tonight. So he's got his double-double. Now looking for the triple-double. He needs 6 more assists, though, in the fourth quarter to get it. Michael Porter Jr. been a good second key option now that Jamal Murray's out for the season. MPJ tonight, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists for Michael Porter Jr. Hey, thanks so much, Macaduyo. Welcome to the stream here. Jose watched the draft out here picking. I saw that in the first round. Player from Tulsa got picked to the Cardinals at 16. Yeah, man, totally agree. I remember that Game 7 against Utah was crazy last year. Quick update here with one other games going on throughout the NBA right now. The Jazz have overtaken Toronto. 5.5 left to go. Utah leads it 98-96 over Toronto. So we'll keep you guys posted on that game. Whoever wins this game becomes the number 3 seed out in the Western Conference. The Nuggets at 42-21. The Clippers at 43-21. Clippers currently the number 3 seed by a half of a game. So huge matchup on stake right now between these two teams. Yep, Dawad told me. Nuggets by 10. It's exactly what they're up right now. Here we go, heading to the fourth quarter. Clippers will have possession first. They go left to right in the court. LA with the basketball. Cousins backs his way inside the post. Spin move on Millsap. Pro hop, and he gets fouled. Pro hop. So it's going to be Millsap picked up a push foul there on Cousins. Non-shooting foul. Clippers will get the inbound underneath. 10 seconds through the fourth quarter. Clippers have the basketball. They move it back on top. Luke Kennard, bounce pass. Underneath this, they will power their way with Cousins. Missed it with a right-handed layup off the mark. No good off a turnaround, and Denver has it back. Millsap at the top of the key as he moves the ball into the hands of Rivers. Rivers at the top here, 10 on the shot clock. Passes back outside to Millsap. Millsap kicks it out right corner. Shot fake. Now they'll take the jumper. Short gut it. That's good for 2. More on the board by PJ Dozier tonight. He's having a good game himself here. Number 3 scorer currently for Denver. Dozier now with 14. Largest lead on the Nuggets, up by 12 with 11:05 left to go. Clippers swing it cross court. Man moves over to Batum. Back out to the top to Kennard. Passes left baseline. Over to Cousins. Swings it out to the right corner. Fires a 3 in there. Man hits it at the right corner. That's a big-time 3 for the Clippers. Can I tell you if Oklahoma is good or not? If it's Oklahoma City, they lost 14 straight games at one point in the month of April. Somehow they're not last. Houston's in last place currently this year in the NBA. That one's good on the floater by Denver. Yeah, Oklahoma City, they got, I think they got like 34 draft picks in the next 7 years. So they're gonna be dangerous, say like 2027, 2028. But they have like basically their whole team's either a first or a second year player. So they're in a just major rebuild with so many draft picks they have. That one gets blocked out of bounds as Denver took it down the lane. Rivers' layup attempt gets swatted out of bounds by Batum. Denver gets the inbound out to the top of the free throw circle. They're going to hand it off to Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter dribbles at the top of the key. Gives it over to the left wing perimeter. Ball into the hands of Millsap. 5 in the shot clock. Spin move. Turnaround jumper. Left baseline. Millsap missed it. Tipped off the rim. And Cousins picks up the defensive rebound for the Clippers. Clippers have the possession. Rajon Rondo dribbles at the top of the free throw circle. Rondo, open jumper. Takes it. Spots it up, and he makes it. Left him wide open right there for the 18-footer. 9-point game. Denver has the possession. Dozier takes the pass half court. Dozier defended by Rondo at the top of the key. Gives it over to Michael Porter Jr. for a moment. Back over to Dozier. Swings it outside once again. 3 in the air by Denver. Hit the front rim, missed it. And defensive rebound picked up by the Clippers. Clippers have the possession. Back out to the left wing perimeter. Rondo fires a 3. Got it. Rajon Rondo taking over this game for the Clippers. Last 2 buckets, 5 points for him. He's got the last 5 points in this game. Total for Rajon Rondo tonight, he has got 14. So he is the number 2 scorer behind Paul George's 18. Timeout taken on the court by Denver. 9:13 left to go. Yeah, definitely will make the conference more interesting there. I'm shocked how well they're playing without Murray. That they could be looking at in their last 10, 9-1. How far do I think Celtics gonna go in the postseason? Oh man, unfortunately, I think it's gonna be tough. Really do. I honestly wouldn't be shocked if the Celtics lose in the play-in rounds. If they get in the play-in rounds, if they get a 6 seed, honestly, we're probably gonna lose in the first round. Because if they get a 6 seed, gonna be pinned up against the Bucks, most likely. That's a tough one. Because Milwaukee has multiple scorers in that team. They got a loaded bench too. Jose watching Pokemon on Netflix right there. Looks like he loves Pikachu. Awesome, man. What's good, Levi? Welcome back on the stream here, man. So right now we're in a timeout. 9:13 left to go in the fourth quarter. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. So top scorers tonight, Nikola Jokic taking over the game once again. 27 points for him along with 12 rebounds. 4 assists by Jokic. Michael Porter Jr. 17 points tonight and 14 by Dozier. Having a good game for Dozier inside the starting unit. 18 points by Paul George for the Clippers. 12 each by Reggie Jackson and Kawhi. Off the bench, Rajon Rondo. He's got the last 5 points for the Clippers. So they were down by 12 points. They have cut this one now to a 6-point game. As Rajon Rondo has got himself 14 points off the bench. Looking efficient. 6 for 8 from the floor for Rondo tonight. Quick update on that Utah-Toronto game. Utah now out in front. 3 minutes remaining. The Jazz up 103-98 over Toronto. So we're just in a timeout. 9:13 remaining here. Really appreciate everybody for being a part here. We're past midnight tonight where I am. So all the way past midnight. Usually I don't cover late games, but I saw this one on the schedule. It's on a weekend for me, and I didn't need to be up early for work since it's a Sunday for tomorrow. So that's why I decided to cover this game. Levi's MVP here, the Joker. Yeah, he looks like by far a long shot for Jokic to win the MVP at this rate. His availability has been huge this season. For the numbers he's been putting up and then playing every single game and keeping his team right now at the number 4 seed in the Western Conferences. We're back into the game. Denver fires a 3, and Michael Porter Jr. knocks it down. Big time shot right there at the left wing perimeter. Denver by 9. Michael Porter Jr. now on a 20 spot on the board today for him. 20.6 rebounds. His third 3 made of the game. Rondo has it at the left wing perimeter. Pass deflected out of bounds. Clock stops with 8:35. Yes, I agree that Jokic pretty much a lock is the MVP. I had actually had Curry a couple weeks ago because he was on that tear, but Curry's kind of dropped off lately. He was unbelievable a few weeks ago. 9-point game. Rondo shot fake. Takes the 3 in the air. Hit the front rim, no good. Offensive rebound by Batum. Saves it for the Clippers. Down by 9 for the Clippers. They have it into the hands of Rondo. Rondo dribble drive inside. Oh, what a move. And he gets it to the bucket. Reverse hand layup goes down. Slicing through defenders right down the lane for Rajon Rondo. 7-point game with 8 minutes left to go in the fourth. Pass deflected. Goes all the way to the backcourt. Denver picks it up. Millsap dribbles past half court. As he is defended by Cousins. Drives right down the lane. Millsap puts up one for a mid-range shot and gets to the fall. Right over Cousins for 2. What's good? Cecilio, welcome on the stream here. Brandon feeling the late streams. Donando, welcome to the stream here. Taking Denver. Hit me up in the chat. Who you like in this one? Denver to Clippers. Rondo has it. Takes it past half court. Over to Kennard. Moves it outside to Cousins. Cousins takes it right down the lane off the dribble drive. Scores with a right-handed finish up and in off the backboard. 7:25 left to go in the fourth. Denver has possession, gives out to Michael Porter Jr. Catch and fire, 3 in the air, top of the key, drills it. Up by 10. Denver leads, and Michael Porter Jr. having a great game tonight. He's got 23, his 4th 3 of the game. Clippers have possession. At the left wing perimeter, Rondo dribbles left baseline. He's stripped of it, out of bounds. The clock will stop with 7:03. Arlene, welcome to the stream here, taking the Clippers. Cavia, welcome to the stream here. John Paul taking the Clippers. Hit me up in the chat who you like in this one, Clippers or Denver. Yeah, Kawhi's only got 12 points tonight. He hasn't touched the basketball like a ton for Kawhi. And he's coming back from injury too. 3-point shot. No good off the mark. Missed shot by Paul George. Michael Porter Jr. comes up with a defensive rebound. Denver has possession under 7 minutes left to go. The Nuggets have it. Campazzo lost the dribble behind his back. Ball's in the ground, and the Clippers come up with a steal. Clippers have the possession. Kawhi takes it past half court. Bounce pass over to Paul George. George has it at the left elbow. 1-on-1 defended by Campazzo. George dribbles in the teeth of the defense. Gets contacted and fouled. That will be 2 free throws here at the line by Paul George. The clock stops with 6:30 remaining. So 2 free throws coming up by Paul George at the line. 10-point game with 6.5 remaining. Millsap picked up the personal foul. So yeah, Kawhi hasn't been like a part of this game plan throughout the night. They haven't really included Kawhi that often. Kawhi's got 12 points tonight. He's attempted the 4th most shots out of anybody in the team currently in this game. Kawhi's 5 for 8 from the floor, whereas Paul George is 5 for 18. Reggie Jackson is 4 for 10, and Rajon Rondo is 7 for 10 shooting. What's good, Javier? Javier, welcome to the stream here. Both of the free throws, good. At the line for the Clippers by Paul George. 6.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. Denver has possession. Aaron Gordon has it at the back left corner of the front court, defended by Batum. Gordon dribbles, moves it back outside to Jokic, takes the 3 at the top of the key. No good. Rattled out, missed shot by Jokic. Clippers come up with a defensive rebound. Kawhi moves it back out to the top. Kawhi puts it over the top there, and Cousins rolls down behind the defense and puts it through for 2 with a Kawhi assist. Under 6 minutes left to go in the fourth here. Jokic receives the pass, gives it over to Rivers. Rivers turns the corner back outside to Gordon. Over to Rivers again at the left wing perimeter. Rivers 1-on-1 defended by Kawhi. Dribbles left baseline, right past him, a block from behind. Cousins picks up the block from behind. It's going to be Clippers basketball in the 6-point game. Outside for Rondo. Jokic giving them some space. Rondo has it, 5.5 minutes left to go. Rondo takes a 3. Missed it, no good off back iron. Tipped up, tapped to the corner perimeter. Batum almost saved it, but stepped out of bounds with it. Yes, Rondo's in the game. He just missed the 3. 5:19 left to go. It's out of bounds by the Clippers. Denver are going to have it back. Yeah, they had Millsap last year as a starter. And I think it started to change like late in the playoffs last year. They went with PJ Dozier more. towards like the late stage of the playoffs, like more minutes. Jokic gets the handoff on the court here for Denver. Campazzo, Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., PJ Dozier, and Aaron Gordon. Gordon receives the pass to the left baseline. Gordon defended by Batum. Moves it over to Michael Porter Jr. Hands it off to Gordon. Turns the corner dribble. Spin move. Jumper to left elbow. Gordon got it. 2 on the border right there by Aaron Gordon. 8-point lead for Denver with under 5 left to go in the fourth quarter. Clippers have possession. On the court for the Clippers, Rondo, DeMarcus Cousins, Kawhi, Nick Batum, and Paul George. Rondo has it at the top of the key. Shot fake Rondo. Gives out to George at the right baseline. Step back jumper. Deep 2 over Dozier. Missed it. No good off the back iron. Offensive rebound as they retain possession. Cousins moves it over now to Kawhi. Kawhi dribbles. 3 in the air. That's up, and Kawhi missed it off the back iron. Tipped up, and Jokic comes up with a defensive rebound. 4:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. Pass ahead of the pack right there. Lays it up and in with a reverse hand layup. Goes down by Michael Porter Jr. for 2. It's 99-89 the score. Michael Porter Jr. gets it right there with a reverse hand layup. Goes down. Timeout taken on the floor. 10-point lead by Denver. 99-89. Hey, thanks so much, Javier. Appreciate it for finding my channel, bud. What's good, yo, daddy? Welcome to the stream here. If you guys are new in the stream, first timer, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. So right now we go on the timeout. 4:16 left to go in the fourth. Quick update, Utah leading Toronto 105-102 with 11.5 seconds left to go. Yeah, Paul George is not having the strongest game tonight from the floor. So he's the top scorer for the Clippers with 20 points, but he's attempted 19 shots and missed 14 of them. Kawhi's still at 12 points. It's in LA tonight, so it's at Staples Center. Kawhi with 12 points, 12 by Reggie Jackson. Really good game by Rajon Rondo. He's got 16 points tonight for the Clippers. And Jokic is having a big game. Jokic and Michael Porter Jr. having big games tonight here. 27 points by Jokic along with 13 rebounds, 5 assists. Michael Porter Jr. with 25 points and 7 rebounds. We got 4:16 left to go. So right now in the timeout, hit me up in the chat who you're rooting for out in this one. Denver to Clippers. If you guys are new, first timer on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover play-by-play basketball games in the stream, play-by-play of NBA games and college hoops here. Levi taking Denver tonight in this one. It's been a really clean game. Both of these teams under 10 turnovers tonight. 7 turnovers by Denver to 6 by the Clippers. It's just been... Denver actually was down early. The Clippers started out red hot from the floor. They started out a perfect 7 for 7. Yeah, that'd be crazy right there. If anything's possible in the playoffs if Denver beats the Clippers in the playoffs without Jamal Murray. Well, they are on a big time roll without Jamal Murray. If they do close out this game, they're going to be 9-1 in their last 10 games without Jamal Murray. So we are back into action. 4:10 left to go remaining in the fourth quarter. Kawhi has the ball. Kawhi takes the jumper at the right elbow and he hits it. 8-point game with 4 minutes remaining. Denver has possession. Campazzo takes it past half court. The pick set by Jokic. Campazzo swings over to Jokic. Jokic dribbles towards the left. Hands it off to Dozier. Back outside Campazzo. Moves over to Dozier to the left wing to Jokic. Jokic has it 5 on the shot clock. Jokic hands it off now to Dozier. Left baseline dribble. The ball's poked loose from behind. Now will be a reach and fall picked up by the Clippers. The game clock stops with 3:43 remaining. Non-shooting fall. Denver gets the inbound. Gordon puts the ball into the hands now of Michael Porter Jr. At the top of the key, Porter defended by Kawhi. They hand it off to Dozier. Dozier jumper to right elbow over Cousins. Drills it. First one to 100 plus happens to be the Nuggets tonight as they lead it up by 10. 101-91. Clippers have possession. Underneath shot fake. Kawhi puts it up, scores again. So now Kawhi being aggressive with his shooting. Back-to-back buckets for Kawhi with 3:10 left to go. Denver looks to keep on chunking some time off the clock. Jokic hands it off to Michael Porter Jr. Drives down the lane. Pass gets deflected and stolen. That's turnover number 8 by Denver. Clippers have the possession. 8-point game. Paul George to the right baseline. We'll see if they're able to get something here to make this a closer one. George backs his way inside to Campazzo. Spin move George. Kicks it out left corner Kawhi. Moves over to the left wing. 3 in the air. Cousins got it. Oh man, this game ain't over just yet. 101-96. Kawhi with an assist to Marcus Cousins with a 3-ball he knocks down at the left wing. 2.5 left to go. Cousins with 13 points now in 12 minutes. Denver leads it. Nuggets have possession. Jokic at the right corner. Pass deflected. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. So it's going to stay Denver basketball with 2:28 in the clock. Yeah, May 2nd tomorrow. Yeah, today was actually my mom's birthday. Well, yesterday now, since it already turned midnight here. My mom's birthday's on May 1st. 2.5 left to go in the fourth. Campazzo gets the ball. He drives right down the lane. Campazzo moves down the traffic and another turnover. Back-to-back turnovers for Denver. He should have just taken it to the bucket. Instead, he passed it back out behind him. Missed 3-point shot by Cousins that time. Is open in the corner. Offensive rebound keeps alive. Right baseline dribble. Rondo scores. Reverse hand layup goes down. This is a 3-point game. 101-98 with 2:06 left to go. Timeout taken by Denver. Back-to-back turnovers, offensive rebounds, and is crushing the Nuggets right now on the last few possessions. Rajon Rondo dribble back out to the right corner. Right baseline dribble on Jokic and reverse hand layup goes down. Caveat taking the Clippers tonight. Hit me up in the chat who you like in this one. Denver or the Clippers, as we got 2 minutes and 6 seconds left to go. Hey, thanks so much, Levi. Really appreciate the man. Turnovers costly for the last 2 possessions by Denver. We got 2:06 remaining. Hey, thanks so much, guys. Really appreciate it. 27 by Michael Porter Jr., 27 points by Jokic, 25 by Michael Porter Jr. And then for the Clippers, top scorers, 20 points by Paul George with 18 by Rondo now. Rajon Rondo looking really good tonight, 8 for 12 from the floor. And he has been a big-time catalyst here in this second half. Kawhi with two straight buckets in a row right after the timeout to start off. Kawhi's got 16 points. Hey, thanks so much, Fatima. Appreciate it. What's good, John Noel? Welcome on here from the Philippines. A lot of Philippines love out for these streams. You guys are awesome. 2 minutes left remaining. Clippers on a 7-zip run last minute and a half. We're back to action. Denver with the basketball. Jokic hands it off to Gordon. Gordon has it at the top of the key. Gordon defended by Kawhi, backs his way now, free throw circle, swings out to Jokic. At the left wing, Jokic gets contacted, bumped into, and fouled. 1:46 left to go. I think he was in a shooting motion. Cousins picks up the personal foul. Shot fake, and are they going to roll it on the shot or no? They're going to say no. So it will be an inbound. So he was not in a shooting motion. So inbound for Denver. Next time, Denver will go to the line. Jokic takes the 3. Gets knocked down into. And a late whistle. He gets fouled. That's going to be 3. 3 free throws coming up the line by Jokic, as he gets knocked down to at the top of the key by Cousins. So back-to-back personal fouls by Cousins. Cousins can't believe it, just putting his hands up, and Jokic just lands in the landing zone to Cousins. .140 left to go on the clock. As the time will stop as well. Alright, so it looks like they're going to take a timeout before Jokic will go to the free throw line. 101-98, Denver by 3, with 1:40 remaining. Alright, so right now on the timeout, if you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified for future live streams I cover here. Play-by-play, a basketball action, the channel, NBA games, college hoops as well here, guys. Cousins is on the Clippers now. But, last 2 possessions for Denver, he's picked up both fouls, just helping out Denver. So helping out the wrong team. What's good? Double Down, welcome to the stream here. Yeah, no, this is going to be a tough one to hit the over 221.5. Unless it goes into overtime. Alright, so this was reviewed by the refs. Whether this will be free throw shots by Jokic, it should. It is going to stand. Okay, so Jokic here will go to the free throw line. 140 remaining, 27 points by Jokic, shooting 3. As he got contacted at the top of the key, shooting a 3 ball by Cousins. First free throw, Jokic hits it. What's good? P46. Stefan, welcome to the stream here. Second free throw, Jokic knocks it down. Out in the chat from Serbia here, rooting for Jokic. Jokic, back-to-back free throws he has made, looking for point number 30 tonight at the line. He's going to have his 3rd free throw. We got 140 left remaining, and that one's good. Yeah, he was playing for Houston at the beginning of the season. And then he got waived by the Rockets. 135 left to go. Clippers trailing by 6 as they have possession now. Kawhi flings it over to Rondo, back outside. That's a 3 in the air. Hit the rim short, no good by Jackson. Defensive rebound picked by Denver. 120 left to go on the clock. Nuggets by 6. They have possession. Dozier slows it down as he's defended by George to the right wing. Dozier, 1-on-1. Bounce pass to Jokic. Double team at the right baseline. Flings out left corner. Wide open 3. Catch and fire. Campazzo gets it. What could very well be the exclamation point tonight on this one. Jokic swings it cross court from the right corner to the left corner. Catch and fire for the Argentine Campazzo, and he knocks it down. Facundo Campazzo with a big-time triple. 9-point lead by Denver, heading to a timeout with 1:08 left to go. Nuggets by 9. What's good, Joey? Welcome to the stream here, man. Hope all is going well, bud. Glad to have you back in the stream. Right now on the timeout, Jokic hits 30 points tonight. Top scorer for the Nuggets, 30 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists tonight by Jokic, 25 by Michael Porter Jr. For the Clippers in this game, leading scorer Paul George with 20, 18 by Rondo. Big time assist there by Jokic. Before I do sign off tonight, make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball action here on the channel, play-by-play of NBA games, also college hoops as well. Major three just went down there by Campazzo, basically to seal the deal most likely in this type of game tonight. Quick update, the Jazz have beat Toronto tonight, 106-102 the final, as Bojan Bogdanovic does it with 34 points for Utah. And the Jazz hold on. So Utah currently at the top of the Western Conference at 46-18. They're half a game above Phoenix. We got a minute and 4 left to go. Clippers will get the inbound, a minute 4 remaining. As we're back into it. Clippers have it, top of the key three. Paul George missed it. No good. Tapped off the mark. Kawhi couldn't get it. Gets his own rebound back though. Rondo passes over to Kawhi. Shot fake Kawhi at the top of the key. Flings it over to the left corner. 3 in the air. Jackson got it with a 3-point shot. It's a 6-point game now. 107-106 or 107-101. 55 seconds left to go. Thanks so much for the sub to Nano. Really appreciate the man. Final 50 seconds. Denver takes the best half court. Up by 6 for the Nuggets. And they get followed with 49 seconds. Yeah, this is impressive by Denver. If they can pull out the W here in the final 49 seconds, they're gonna go to 9-1 in their last 10 without Murray. This is impressive. Aaron Gordon just got fouled. He's at the line, shooting 2 for Denver. First one, no good. Hit the rim short. Second free throw coming in by Aaron Gordon. He struggled tonight in this game. He's only got 6 points tonight. 6 points in 27 minutes. Second free throw. That's good. Yeah, Denver would bounce up to the 3 seed with a victory today. Because the Clippers were coming in as a half a game above Denver. Clippers have it. George moves it over. No urgency. They keep on passing the ball around the perimeter. Haven't found an open look. Great defense by Denver. They'll fire a 3. That went in, but the foul before. And Cousins cannot believe it. Cousins took the 3. It was fouled by Jokic. Jokic reaches in on Cousins before he takes the shot. Smart foul there by Jokic. That was a foul to give. Cousins made the 3. It got the bounce. It rattled in there, but it does not count. Jokic grabbed a hold. He grabbed a hold of his left wrist before he launched the ball. Before he was in a shooting motion. He had set his feet, but he hadn't gone into a motion and launched it. And Cousins can't believe it. Cousins will fire another 3. This time he gets it. That was a clean 3 that time at the top of the key. 4-point game. 35 seconds left to go. Jokic will be the inbound passers. Denver looking to get the inbounds. They get a timeout left to go. And they'll take it. So Denver out of timeouts. Clippers already out of timeouts. No timeouts remaining in this game whatsoever. 35.3 seconds left to go as Denver up by 4 as they take a timeout. We'll stay here. I believe it's a 30-second timeout. Big time 3 by Cousins straight away at the top. Since we're on a timeout right now, for those who's joining us, if you guys enjoy the channel here, I cover basketball games, play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops as well. Before you sign off, if you guys are digging the channel here, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Really appreciate you guys for being a part here tonight on the stream. This is a very late game where I am. It's already past 12:30 at night where I am out on the East Coast. Got 35 seconds left to go. No timeouts, no fouls to give by both of these teams now. Both in the bonus. Jokic and Michael Porter Jr. carrying tonight for Denver. 30 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists by Jokic. Michael Porter Jr. with 25 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. I usually do college games for like power conference teams or so. So it could be like Big 12, ACC, SEC, Big 10, Big East. I did a bunch of games for March Madness. So check out my previous videos. I do a lot of college teams, like all different types of teams. Just not, I'm actually a Celtics fan for the NBA, a Providence fan for college, but I do all different types of teams for NBA and college. Denver gets the inbounds. About 8 seconds just burned off the clock, and Campazzo gets fouled from behind. So Campazzo will head to the free throw line as Nick Batum picks up the personal foul. So 2 free throws here at the line. First one by Campazzo. He hits it. Yep, I cover Pac-12 games as well. I covered UCLA's run for the tournament. I think I covered, almost every single game of the tournament for UCLA. Besides that game against Abilene Christian. All the other games I covered. The one against Michigan State that they came back and won. The one against BYU. The game against Michigan, that game was ridiculous. Second free throw is good. 6-point game, 22 seconds left to go. George fires a 3, missed it. Jokic comes out with the defensive rebounds. They do mid-major games. From time to time, it's usually just power conference because those are the ones they usually get or so. Porter has it, 10 seconds left to go, and the Clippers not going to pick up a personal foul. The Nuggets will dribble out the clock in this game as they get the W here, 110-104. And Denver, with a victory, they move over to the number 3 seed now in the Western Conference. And the Clippers back to the 4. If the season ended tonight, it would be the Clippers versus the Lakers, the 4 versus the 5 in the first rounds. Without Jamal Murray, the Denver Nuggets are 9-1 in their last 10 games. Incredible. Nikola Jokic carrying this team with an MVP right on his back every single game he has played this season. And he drops down 30 points tonight with 14 rebounds and 7 assists. So this game has gone final. Denver with a W, 110-104. Before I do sign off, thanks so much for being a part here. Spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. And that's a wrap to this game tonight. And to thank the channel members out here on the channel, as we have the channel members out here: Jack, Jason, Aaron, Dawad, Ant, Raven, the sports expert, Warren, Man and Hates, Old Deuce, Cindy, Dennis, Dallin Law, Andrew, Superman, Rajeep, Dave, and a Wicked Cyclone fan as the channel members. If anybody would like to become a channel member, it's as low as $1.99 per month to do so. It gets you special access to special live streams of non-basketball related content. Could be like an NBA game or one, so it's non-basketball related content. So it could be like a Major League Baseball game or a NASCAR race or an NFL game. I covered a draft a couple of days ago for a special live stream out here on the channel, and then also gets you shout outs like these for every single one of my live streams to the very end as well. So we're gonna wrap up in just a moment. Good game going down here between these two teams tonight. Really, really good matchup. Just going down. I don't see him listed for Campazzo. It's probably you need like a set amount of free throws at the line. That's probably what you need or so. I'm going to see what his percentage is because I think the top percentage is like 93% at the line for the season. So before I wrap up, I'll do that. So Campazzo's at 85%. So he's not like the top free throw shooter in the league though. So there's shooters I think around like 93% or so. I think Chris Paul's at the very top or so. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. That's a wrap to this stream here. Thanks so much for being a part. Denver with a W. In a big game by Jokic. He does it with 30 points and 14 rebounds. Signing off. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night out there, or enjoy the rest of your early Sunday morning. Thanks so much, everybody, and have a nice night, everyone.